Because I didn't ride He Who Shall Not Be Named. Because I didn't
Voldemort now? Is that what he's Voldemort? Holy fuck.
I think support has had probably the most unfair treatment with character releases thus far.
How would y'all feel about a Wanda or an Iron Man rework?
It's a multitude of people in this game, specifically support players, that get on my nerves, specifically Cloak and Dagger players.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure NetEase sends you a subpoena and get your channel taken down. I still have yet to receive a subpoena, you bitch ass nigga.
It's the most brain dead character in the game.
It's a real video.
Wait, what's his name?
Real video.
So all of you motherfuckers trying to take my
Yo,
spot.
he
Chill the fuck out,
He
bro.
folded immediately.
Yo,
What's up, guys, and welcome to a brand new Clear Comms episode. Today we're joined by 4 special guests, top tanks, DPS, and supports to talk about the current state of Marvel Rivals, including the best and worst characters, the state of 9.5, and our feelings about 9.5 patch. And yeah, first I want to have them each introduce themselves. Nexuz, tell the people about what you're all about.
Yo, so I make low-key content since the beginning of the game. I am a former fighter game player. I used to play Smash Bros. Competitively. Now I play Tokon. I used to play Street Fighter. I moved into hero shooters. I was a bit of an Overwatch guy, but kind of fell out of it when Rivals dropped. And I've hit multiple times OAA, low-key only, and then recently started playing more characters. I've played Tier 3, haven't played Tier 1 yet, but yeah, I'm basically just here for supports. So that's my side on things.
Oh, yeah.
Who's your main in Smash?
I played a lot of. Okay,
Bullshit.
I played Luigi.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
That's respectable.
Hold on.
It's respectable, actually. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna-
Luigi's
I'll
good.
let slide. I'll let slide.
I played some banjo. I've had over 30K earnings on Smash
Oh,
for only
nice.
Ultimate, but yeah.
Oh, he's nice.
Damn.
So
Only Ultimate. Okay, dude, that's really cool. Actually,
Smash
I might ask you for some tips. I'm a Captain Falcon one trick, just like I'm a Hulk one trick. I only play Captain.
Falcon's nice.
I played
Yeah, he's
Ultimate
fun.
every day in college, and I still remember the week that Bayonetta came out. It was in Ultimate, right? That Bayonetta came out in that game.
That was in Smash.
Oh,
It was the
yeah.
last one in Smash 4.
Smash
It was
4. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Smash
That's
DLC.
when Bayonetta came out. Like
That
that
ruined
shit
the
was
game.
because we were
That
running
emo was-
tournaments throughout our like college dorm,
Oh.
and yeah, it just ruined everything. It just ruined everything. I will.
me just go down the next
speaking of-
person.
Yeah, Steven, let the people know exactly what you're about. Who are you?
well, people know me for Steven or iamSt3ven, just my content creator name. I'm 26 and I've been creating content since I was about 14 years old. So, you know, this whole streaming content career, I've gone through the journeys of Black Ops 3, Fortnite, Dead by Daylight. Then I made my way to Marvel Rivals throughout my streaming journey, and I'm not gonna be like an ego of myself, but I know I'm the best Wanda player on the planet, and that's where all my content is fluctuating from. I try to just be like a storyteller and just try to teach people how to play with a bad character and just show people that you can, you know, that you can reach like a high rank with it. But yeah, you know, I've just been a streamer since I was 14, just still chasing the dream, you know. But for the most part, people know me for just being the Wanda guy or just the best Wanda out there, you know.
So, what rank is the best Wanda in the world then, right now?
So last night I got off at rank 2, and the person who is above me, I just need to play like 3 more matches to pass them. But then somebody else who has like double the amount of games played, because the way that Rivals metas work is based off of rank and like games played. I'm at like 50 out of 100 of GM1, and then the person above me is Cell 3. But I know if I play like 3-4 games, I'll just take that right back. And I've always just been the type of person to know that I don't need a tracker to prove it. But because everybody's got to be, you know, you got to go through the tracker and you got to just show people like what's up. It's just, I'll just hit it whatever and then just call it quits, you know. Just
So you got some clips that are nice then on Wanda? Like you got some cool like.
it's not so much clips. It's more of just like teaching people like how to like play her differently. And what I try to, you know, and I'm sure we'll get into, you know, how to play her properly, but you know, I try to do a lot of different stuff that most Wandas don't do in game, you know.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure we'll get into it then. That's cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people on TikTok know you, but those are the people that are watching just specifically from YouTube. Entei, tell people a little bit about who you are and what you're about.
Yo, my name is Entei X Blaze. I like just like Nexuz. I came from the FGC. I played a lot of Smash Brothers, Fighter Z. Made my way over here to Marvel Rivals content. But first, I was into Overwatch. I'm an Eternity Peak tank player. I advocate for tanks, and I usually talk about the game. I do predictions and stuff, like the overhaul, predicted that. A couple other stuff for the lore as well that I got coming out in the future, just to catch the community up on what's going on lore-wise for Marvel Rivals. And yeah, that's just about it for me.
You like the lore? You into comic books or the movies or stuff before? Or
Yeah, I've always been a nerd, full Marvel. What attracted me to this game from Overwatch was the IP itself. Like, I was like, okay, it's basically just Overwatch but Marvel. I'd rather just play this.
Who's your favorite hero, like, just from the comics or from the movies? What's your...
If I'm being real, probably Miles Morales. I definitely like his comic run right now, but you know, you talking about heroes in general or just like?
It doesn't have to be Marvel. I mean, it could be.
Yeah, okay, got you. Right now I'm really liking Absolute Batman.
Oh fuck yeah! I've been told to read that. That's one of the best comic books ever. To get into.
It's so good. 10 out of 10.
Batman's my number one. And I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. I didn't know it was like that popular. That's cool. I'll probably check that out then. Shit.
Yeah. It's not like people say it's like the best way to get into Batman or DC Comics is Absolute
that's
Batman.
great.
Well, Mehtric, last but certainly not least, #1 Iron Man player. Tell the people a little bit about what you're all about.
Yeah, so I go by Mehtric. I play Iron Man. I make content on Iron Man. I've been doing it for like a year and a half, or whenever the game came out. I've been doing it since start. I came from Fortnite. That's where I learned how to make content. And just one thing for people that want to make content, if you want to do it, all you have to do is just be consistent. It doesn't matter if you're the best in the world or if you're the funniest in the world. You just do it, and you'll attract the people that will come for you. That's good for you. But yeah, I've been the rank 1 Iron Man in multiple seasons. And if you enjoy seeing a bad character in high rank, come give me a watch, man.
Yeah,
it's the struggle.
I think we'll talk about a lot of that. But unlike Wanda, well, maybe both Wanda and Iron Man, people in higher elo know them to be bad, but people in lower elo might not always agree.
One of the
go on.
Oh no, I didn't want to cut you off. But like one of the #1 things I like asking people who play bad heroes is like the social element of it. Like how much of that is like convincing your teammates to play what you need and to make your
genuine pain.
My teammates, they always want me to play Elsa, Bucky, They see Iron Man, they just think we lost. Like,
yeah, see, I be going through that right now because Hulk is ass. Like he straight sucks right now.
I'll quite literally second that. I like when I was doing my challenge, I did a Blade to Celestial challenge back when he was still ass. It's actual mental torture if you don't play meta in this game, especially in higher elo. You just.
You want to hear something crazy, man? Like, so I just started playing on EU today. That server they're so much more willing to cooperate and swap. Like, I was actually really surprised. Like, the game quality was way better. So I don't know. Maybe something for everybody here since we got some off-meta players. Maybe try EU.
Oh no.
Tried that last night.
Them EU boys don't like me, coach. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like a traitor. Okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm never queuing EU.
No, I don't talk either. Like they'll throw my shit. Like,
I've been in straight hell.
Jesus Christ.
I was about to say, them EU boys, they look different. They don't fuck with me. They don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Type.
Well, hey, speaking of that, Entei, it doesn't seem like people on TikTok are fucking with you right now either.
Shit, man. It just goes with the tide,
the self-proclaimed villain of Marvel Rivals. Tell us a little bit about, your perspective over the last couple of weeks or month.
Honestly, and this would be my advice to anybody that does content, you need to have a strong mental. Everybody thinks that everything that happens on the fucking internet is real. It's not real. I've been farming this shit just either for the views, the likes, and the bread that comes along with it. Niggas will hate you as fast as they love you and vice versa. I predicted the overhaul. People were like, oh my gosh, Entei, good job, this, that, and the third. And then the very next week, it can change like that. And like, the thing is, people will try to be in your comment section. I have people in my TikTok live right now dick riding. But like, all that to say, it literally just doesn't fucking matter. Just keep being you, keep pushing your content out, and keep being yourself. It doesn't matter.
Facts.
I did, before we move on real quick, I wanted to talk about that tournament.
Oh yeah,
Because
for sure.
I know that, I believe it, and you said it too. I think that was probably one of the worst, maybe the worst drafted team of all time. Very poorly drafted. And you know, those of you who, I don't know if y'all watch Steven Mehtric, but yeah, Captain Coach, myself and Entei all played in a tournament, and yeah, I don't really know what the game plan was for that drafted team, but I did have
I was not supposed to be drafted to that team either.
You were not.
Like,
you were.
Yeah, so like I can break it down, right? So essentially, Marvel Rivals is a team-based game, and it's crazy that it blew up the way that it did, because we were all like, fine, we're just gonna farm it and see what happens from it. But like, it was the same type of people that be like, oh, KDA doesn't matter, to try and like spin a narrative that I was suddenly ass at the game, even though the entirety of the team was bad.
I'm not gonna lie, it was really funny from the outside looking in, because I just remember every time we played against y'all in scrims and in the game, the only thing we ever cared to ban was your cap. Like, we didn't care about anyone on your team besides your cap, so we just banned like that. Yeah, and then
the thing is, like,
if I had
banned
and you get flamed for it, it's so funny.
Like my hero gets banned, I get flamed for it. I carry in scrims because I'm playing whatever the fuck they want me to play. If you go back and watch any of the VODs from that tournament, they're doing callouts. Half the plays that people were flaming me for was me just following my teammates' comms. Because like I play on an NMRC team, like we're top 128 right now. So like I know how to play in coordinated play, but that team just wasn't coordinated at all.
We had I had Persixo on the pod the other day, and my recommendation to him was the next round 2, the next tournament. All of y'all on that team, y'all are all captains. So y'all get to build teams to beat each other. I think that would.
I would have a blast. I would have a blast with that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, so you said there was like drama. You got like beef with people from your old team?
Oh no,
like,
not at
cool
all.
now?
So like, I need to like clarify that entire drama that followed was fake. We made a group chat and said, okay, look, we may be dog shit, but each of us collectively are probably some of the best content creators in the entire tournament. So we can probably farm this shit and, you know, still make some good bread from it at the end of the day. So it was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
so is that like
reposting it, like each
like
other's
each
videos?
of us, like each of us were reposting each other's diss videos. Like it was literally just for content.
okay? What do you think about that, Mills?
I have a hard time deciphering from you know, real drama versus fake drama on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it feels real, sometimes it feels fake. You know, I have no idea. I mean, I don't really take anything I watch on there too seriously, but you know, some people do. I don't fucking know why.
No, I agree with what you're saying though. Like you gotta have a thick skin when it comes to that sort of stuff, because people are all gonna, you know, try to like get their clips on you, get their video. Like, you know, you got to be opportunistic, you know, if you're gonna be making content, and realize when something unique happens, even if it's not necessarily like the best thing. I like to tell people who ask me for advice on that type of thing is like everything is content. It's just like how you choose to kind of like approach it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of cool that you guys managed to make it work out in the end, you know, and because you know we've seen in past tournaments that has not necessarily been the case.
Yeah, we had Zaza on two pod episodes ago. Yeah, and she still gets death threats to this day, like every day.
Yeah.
And that's not even the worst thing. That's like the worst thing we can talk about. It's like it's actually terrible.
Like, bro, that tournament was so bad because I made it take calling everybody in the situation a burger collectively. But because I didn't dick ride he who shall not be named. Because I didn't
Voldemort now? Is that what he fucking is? Voldemort? Holy fuck.
I like being dramatic.
It kind of, you're not wrong.
But like I literally didn't dick ride him, and then like I just got death threats just solely off of that. Solely off of that. So I can only imagine what she dealt with. Like Christ.
A weird thing, I want to hear if you, maybe you don't agree, but I honestly feel like the Rivals community, we do like, I don't want to say like police each other, but like, you know, people will call each other like corny or whatever, like in the comments and stuff. But like, for whatever reason, Kingsman's community is like massive and very different from the rest of the Marvel Rivals community.
I can tell you exactly why.
Did it just break into the mainstream too much, or
it didn't break into mainstream. It's the specific follower base that he got. And credit to him, because he actually called a bunch of them out for it. Because like he's not a mean guy by any means. Like the dude
he
says
seems
all the
nice.
time,
Super
don't
nice, yeah.
send hate, don't send hate. But he got a bunch of Osmond Gold stragglers in his shit now.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh my god.
I'm not even joking, because those are the main people that reported on the shit and went to his stream. So like he's got a bunch of those niggas now, and it's just
Well, Asmund did like a reacts. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
to it?
he did a reaction.
Okay. Gotcha,
like it
gotcha.
like blew up. It has like 1 million views.
Well, yeah,
on
well,
it.
that's- I like-
did a reaction.
I feel like
Right.
the I mean, I'm not gonna speak to all of his fans, but like, there's a lot of people there that like they don't really watch any other Marvel Rivals creator besides him. They only watch him, like, and they probably would have never watched another Marvel Rivals creator if it wasn't for the whole situation. Like,
That-
they
yeah,
got
no.
brought specifically to him.
That
To his
honestly makes sense. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, to his credit, and I've been lucky enough to have him like a part of like one of my tournaments. To his credit, he is like one of the, he's like up there with like what OAA every single season with like multiple different types of
Oh, he's
characters. If it's
insanely
Magic,
good. Yeah.
DP. So it's just to his credit, it's about his
Yeah.
playstyle. So
Yeah, I mean, and he started on console too, and just came over and was like good instantly. Like, wasn't he the rank 1 console player?
forgot
that
about
popped up?
that.
Yeah. Like, I don't even remember. It's been so long ago that's what he used to.
I
be
got the
known for.
whole history written down because like one of the main things I started off with Rivals was that I would just report on everything that would happen like in the community. He
okay.
hit
Yeah.
rank 1, I believe, season 5, and then after that, it was like just over from there. Because then following that was the tournament, and then
And that's when he hopped over to PC, right? After
it was all right. So like Kingsman hopped over to PC around the same time Pick and Roll did, followed by Mark Deasy and a couple of other stragglers. Then Quad made the transition too. But like, yeah, they're all on PC now.
Then we got like the Rivals historian, dude.
Yeah. No, I
I plan on doing like a 2ar-long video, like of just recapping.
You're like
recap
Deku, you know all the hero
Marvel Rivals
powers.
you got to do the iceberg, like you see those iceberg fucking videos.
Those got
stat
you got to do
sheets.
that shit. That would be amazing,
Right.
actually. Okay. So one of the things I wanted to ask, this is specifically to Steven and Mehtric, because we recently had Zaza on the pod, and she really hated the rework. She understands the character's more powerful, but she felt like she lost the thing that she liked about the character. I think that Widow getting reworked has proven that NetEase is willing to rework characters. They want to rework characters. They probably will rework characters in the future. How would y'all feel about a Wanda or an Iron Man rework? What are your thoughts on it? Are you afraid of something like that happening? Are you excited at the idea of something like that happening?
Mehtric, you want to take Iron Man first?
Yeah, I can go first. I wouldn't like a rework for Iron Man. I think he's perfectly fine. I think he just needs something to, like, when Spider-Man's going for you, you can't do anything. You're just a sitting duck in the air. Like, melee heroes, they need something. We need like an ability to push people off of us. You know what I mean? Or like a barrel roll, or just something for our survivability. You know what I mean? We just explode. Somebody can just look at us and we explode. So I think the damage is fine for Iron Man. Everything's good, but we just need more health or just another ability that can just help us.
Do you think the team ups were a missed opportunity to give him something that actually like addresses his weaknesses instead of just like making him beam more?
Yeah, I think Gamma is not that good. They could have made Gamma way better. They gave you a bubble for like a half a second. You still die through the bubble. I think they fumbled with Gamma. They could have made it so much better. But with the Thor one, I think the Thor team up is really good. It helped him. One of his problems was that he had to get super close to enemies to, like, beam them down with the unibeam, and the extra range it really helped. That was just something that we needed. So, yeah, I think it's like 50-50 with the new team ups.
Do you think that's the best way to address him then? You mentioned the barrel roll ability. I was thinking something maybe like an aerial rocket dash that gives you like a little shield or something. Or did you have something more like unique or different in mind for like a defensive ability?
Really anything would work. Barrel roll or a dash in midair, or maybe even flares. Replace the missiles for flares. It can block like incoming damage, Just anything.
Yeah,
Even more health, 25 more health.
I was gonna say that like the game kind of struggled with team ups because like they introduced all these team ups, right, and they were cool. But then like let's say Hulk, for instance, and Iron Man, like their team ups don't actually help them at all with their matchups, like at all. Like Hulk, he gets. I think they have a problem with this too. Like a Groot, his team up with Mantis, all they do is like give them extra of what they already have, so it just makes them more volatile. It's like, oh, like Groot gets another wall.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really cool. It's just throwing it in there, just something new or
I would
something
like to add
extra.
to
At least
too.
the bubble one.
That's a really good
Like-
point.
I feel like a lot of the team ups struggle in the area of the fact that a lot of team ups are useless. Like a lot of characters only use one specific team up. Like for instance, name a singular time that you've seen any Black Panther on the Magic team up.
Yeah.
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 No, I think
That's a
that
good-
raises a really good point because I think a lot of the things based off of what Nexus said that were strong or oppressive into certain matchups, they got better at doing those things. And what we've found is that the meta hasn't really changed that much. Just a lot of the like OP heroes, I feel like are a little more annoying to play against than Thing. I mean, we could talk about that separately. You know, like Elsa, for instance, just like the damage, the traps are all just bigger, better. It's just like too much. It's just
Or
too
like,
much
yeah.
to deal with.
Or like
Yeah.
Bucky just being like super Bucky now. He just
And like that's the thing too. Before the update, I think y'all remember this. They had actually gutted every single one of the heroes that are a problem right now. They gutted Black Cat. She was ass. They gutted Didi. He was also ass. And they gutted Elsa. Elsa wasn't even a permaban. And then
Yeah.
the rework happened, where they overhauled everything, and then like those characters just got giga buffed because of how
Yeah.
big their team
Right.
ups are.
I mean, we
What-
were in a good.
everything
We were
that
in a
was
pretty good
just
meta.
came back.
We were in a pretty good meta in 8.5, in my opinion. I think a lot better than the meta now, but it kind of feels like they had to push this through because they've been working on it for so long. Like it
Well-
might take them a while to get back into that balanced state, most likely.
Kind of raises an interesting question though. So we've seen that good heroes, a lot of them got buffed and became even stronger, but then we have a bad hero like Wanda, and a lot of people say she's one of the biggest losers of the whole team up overhaul, despite being already one of the worst characters. Steven's laughing, so I'll let you take it away there.
No, I don't really mean to break hearts or anything like that, but I think the biggest problem is that a lot of people just need to understand like how characters or how the game is played. Like all of you guys said, it is a team-based game. To answer the question in terms of rework, Wanda does not need one. You know, I think every character has a skill expression for like a reason. What I always tell people is that I think the biggest problem with Wanda is just she has one of these kits that require like a lot of coordination. And what you have from a lot of these big Wanda content creators is just a constant barrage of solo queue experience. It's never going to work like that because you need certain players in order just to make things work. For example, the last 2 days I've just been on a fantastic win streak. I think the only two people who are above me are at like a 40% win rate compared to mine, which is at like a 70, 72. And that's because you kind of have to stack along with players who are playing like Jubilee or somebody else who's going to give you synergy. She's just not one of those characters that you can just like climb to OIA because she requires. It's different if you're playing any other DPS that can eventually do some, some eliminations on her own, on their own. But with Wanda, she just can't. Like you need some form of a DPS that's gonna come with you. You guys have to, play together, and that's the biggest problem with her kit. And a lot of people just kind of hate to accept that. So that's why you probably have like a pick rate where Wanda is just consistently being played in just solo queue, and they're losing. And I think if I were to change something, to be honest, I'd probably give her just like an extra burst and maybe just get rid of the whole Doctor Strange team up. Just try something different. I usually just like to play play the game the way that it's played and the way that they have it. But I think a lot of Wanda enemies needs to stop solo queuing, find themselves a nice Jubilee or a duo, and you'd be surprised how much more of a chance you have of winning instead of solo queuing. And that's the biggest problem I see for Wanda players just trying to play the game.
So,
Yeah.
so you think you would kind of put her in like a classification similar to a character like Storm, that is like a character that plays far better with like enablers or being able to enable someone rather than just in isolation, like by themselves, right? Hey guys, my name is Mills, and I am a competitive hero shooter coach for the last 6 years, and I'm partnering together with Gosu Academy and many of the best pros and coaches in the world, including Nomy, Fauwkz, Amazing, and Melio, to bring you the best Marvel Rivals bootcamp, period. This is going to be a 10-day boot camp where different coaches teach you different topics every single day. And they're going to range from simpler concepts like teaching you positioning on tank to more advanced pro level concepts teaching you exactly how pros operate in a system, perform to expectations, and consistently dominate at the highest level. In the academy, you're also going to have the opportunity to compete in coach scrims, where you're going to take everything that you've learned in the boot camp and apply it to actual games where you're playing against people of similar skill and being coached by a top coach after every single match. So you can learn some really amazing concepts in the boot camp from top coaches, and then you can apply that directly in the coach scrims and get additional feedback so you can make that a legitimate part of your play pattern and skyrocket your individual performance and develop as a player going forward. Now, ultimately, what this boot camp allows you to do is build that foundation and practice those great habits and make it part of your overarching play. This means that you're going to learn many different concepts, but actually get help to actually apply it, and then once you do, you're just going to become that better player where you're ready and you have all the tools you need to start your journey to climb to the highest ranks of play or even chase your path to pro. Now, opportunities like this do not come around often, so if you're really dedicated to improvement, then look no further than this boot camp. There's nothing like it, and it will help you improve at such a dramatic rate. I cannot wait for you to come and check it out, and I'll see you there.
Exactly. You know, she's unfortunately not one of those characters that can do like a lot by herself. Especially like one of the hardest things is just trying to fight off another DPS. It's hard, right? And so you kind of need somebody else, even if it's just another DPS who you're on comms with, or even a support who's playing Jubilee, just to give you that extra bonus to just like make it work. A lot of people have a hard time accepting that who play these characters, but it's just the truth. You know, there's certain characters that you're allowed to push, so far for a reason. But I think with her, she requires a lot of synergy and coordination with her ultimate, with her dives. Pretty much every one of her abilities just requires coordination, and she can't do that if she's playing solo queue. You're gonna limit yourself.
So go on.
Yeah, I'm just curious. What's an ideal Wanda comp for you then? If you were going to have the most success for you personally in a game?
At least in the last 2 days, we've been running a comp where we ban Thing, Cloak, and Elsa. We've been just running a Jubilee team up just to kind of give me that anchor. Then we've obviously had Magneto, which is really busted right now. Hood, a little bit busted. And at the DPS lineup, to be honest, it doesn't, for me, I never really mattered to have a specific DPS who I'm playing with. It's just about playing together. Because if me and whoever else is DPSing focus on just like one other DPS, then it's just like a lot easier to get kills, because us trying to do our own separate things, it's just not going to work out. Unless if you're probably playing like somebody who can just like 2-tap an enemy backline, or a DPS like a Hela or like a Bucky, Elsa, those characters. But majority of the time that I'm playing, I'm usually playing with somebody who's not playing like one of those meta characters. It's usually like maybe Magic at most, but or a Deadpool. But I don't really.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's like the big thing with this game too, is that there's so much characters that can just do things without needing someone else. So like, for instance, Gambit. Like, he can almost just self-patty kick himself because they gave him the bubble. And, like, that bubble is so insane. And, like, they just gave, like, the best character in the game, like, the best team up in the game.
Team up, bro.
And it's
I fucking
just,
hate that team up, by the way.
Yeah, and then they buff his card passive healing on the same patch. So, like, he's getting more passive healing from his cards, and then he's also getting the bubble healing. And then I tell people all the time that, like, yeah, the Mantis meta sucks, but, like, the difference with Mantis meta compared to, like, a Gambit meta when he was in his prime is that Mantis like has clear weaknesses. So I tell people that like, if something's meta, the best time it's meta is when it has weaknesses. Like, there are characters that will have weaknesses that like you can exploit. Like, you see a Mantis, you go full dive. Back then you saw Gambit, you just lost the game if you didn't match it. And that's the problem, is that they're making meta with no counter other than just matching it. And I think that's where the game just falls short.
I also forgot to add to anyone who, or anybody who's watching who loves playing Wanda, stop picking the Doctor Strange team up and just do yourselves the favor. Just pick the Jubilee and you have a 10 times better chance of winning. That's all I gotta say.
Well, because that's what I want to ask you, Steven, is because you're making this character work, and I see that you've embraced like this adapt mindset, which a lot of people don't have. But it's undoubtable that like the character falls off. The higher in rank you go, the better the players get, the like higher time to kill. The character starts to fall off, to the point where Wanda has like a 40% win rate or something really low in high elo. And the obvious thing, if you look at that win rate and you're like, oh, let's just buff the character, but the problem is the character has like she would be completely dominant in the lower elos, where she can get a lot of value for free. Do you think that some sort of rebalance of the character where you like maybe make her not get as much value at the floor, have to aim your abilities more so it scales more naturally, so we could actually have Wanda be good in high elo? Or do you think that she's just a character that you would rather just keep in this spot, even though she's never gonna be like in her current state, she'll never see pro play. She'll never probably be a top 500 dominant character. Like maybe a couple people could make her work, but you're almost actively handicapping yourself, almost like a challenge, not because there isn't a better option out there.
To be honest, I would have rather much just keep her in a spot where we don't see her in like MRC and like pro play. You know, I think let's just give the character, you know, the opportunities that she has, and just, well, in terms of just like changing her up, I wouldn't really like change too much of Wanda, because then again, you do make the great point of that in like lower elo, she might stomp like a lot of people. She maybe in that sense in like gold or something like that, you can just run around and try to solo every DPS, because not a lot of people are playing like Hello or a lot of these like meta characters, unless if you get to like GM or like Cell. But in the spot that she's in, at the end of the day, just for me personally, it goes back to just teamwork. I think if you just surround yourself with people who know how to play the game and who pick the right characters, I'm not asking for everybody to play around that character, but I'm thinking maybe you get one person who just knows how to coordinate with you. If it's certain abilities, it's just for flanking, if it's just for anything, it makes playing that character so much easier, because that's what her kit requires, kind of like Storm and others, that you really just can't do it alone at like a certain level. Like even me, like I'm trying to push up to Cell 2, Cell 3, but it's challenging because I know I'm not going to win a battle against a lot of the other enemies DPS, so that's when I have to try to stick with Hello on my high ground, or make plays with my other duo or my trio, just that way we can, you know, utilize my ultimate better. I try to, you know, utilize my abilities a bit different than most Wandas, but you know, that's just you know, the way she is.
What would be your response to the critique that well, the enemy team could also just coordinate, and then because they're playing better heroes, they'd still have a natural advantage over you. So you need that. Basically, you need people to cooperate with you more on a hero that, because of the reputation Wanda has, they're very unwilling to cooperate most of the time. So what would be your response to that? And then also like your methods to actually get people to do that if you are solo queue?
I think people just need to have a little bit more respect and understand the character's kit. Like, you're not going to get everybody, sure, maybe you might ask for some coordination, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the characters that you want. I'd love to have a Doctor Strange and a Groot and an Angela to just set up my ultimate for like the biggest 4 or 5, 6K. You know, it's like an obvious, but it's not always going to happen like that. There are having moments where sometimes I just feel like, yeah, a lot of what I'm doing just like isn't working, but that's just also, I just have to accept that I'm playing a character that's gonna, as every rank that I go up higher, it's gonna be 10 times more difficult. You know, it'd be different if I'm playing like Bucky or like Elsa, you know, because they have a higher skill ceiling and I could eventually do more. But with that character, it's just like, okay, I have to wait for everything to charge back up. I gotta come back. I can't fight at a distance. I gotta fight up close, right in your face. Like, you know, there's just certain things that I have to accept, and then, but then again, you know, I'm always just gonna go back to just try to, man, if you're not duo or trio queuing with that character, man, just forget about trying to. And listen, I'm a bit of a storyteller myself. There will be a day where I want to see the light and just try to take one into OAA one day. Who knows? But it's gonna take a lot for me or to make a character work like that.
The look of disappointment when you were saying you just got a duo or a trio queue on your face, it looked like a dad who had just like been through like a, yeah.
No offense to like the other Wanda mains, but it's just stop, just please, like it's
stop playing her.
No, because they solo queue and then the first thing they want to do is complain that they need a rework, and it's just not. It's just you can't. That character is not meant to be like solo. Like you need help. Like, and I'm okay with saying that. You know, like it's just the truth.
I feel like the devs are also really out of touch with like the balancing, because I mean I played a lot of fighting games and it's a different genre, right? But like if something's like crazy broken, the devs usually crack down on it like right away. Like it's usually fast nowadays. But with Rivals, it's like, okay, this is broken, and the devs don't acknowledge it for a bit. Like for instance, Widow right now, I mean she's just running down every lobby, and NetEase just let it go for the patch. Black Cat, she's running down every lobby. They couldn't care less. Like they just I guess enjoy it, like character being meta for a certain amount of time, It's just a mess.
I
If you're
think
Gambit,
it's a-
you'll
I
get
think
a
it's a
buff.
broader spectrum that you have to remember because like they're balancing the game for future characters that are coming to the game eventually. So like it's not just the balancing of the current meta that they have to worry about. They're worrying about how certain characters that will be nerfed will affect other characters that are in the patch. Because think about it, right? If you nerf all the dive in the game, eventually, okay, cool. Now it's a poke meta all of a sudden. Now Hela's too broken. So now you have to nerf Hela.
Yeah.
But then at that point, you nerf Hela. Now you got to worry about Cyclops. Okay, Cyclops. They have to worry about Phoenix. Okay, they have another character coming at the end of the month. That's going to be a dive character. Now dive's going to be meta again. Now they have to add another team up. There's a lot that goes into the balancing of the game, I feel.
I agree.
So like, even though, right, I feel like in some cases they missed the ball. Like Elsa should not be fucking meta for God knows how long. And Gambit, it took them how long to nerf the character? But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more that goes on into balancing than we give them credit for.
Because Entei, like our main criticism, because we had Team Captain and Lyte on last pod, and we all didn't like the patch because we felt one of the same things that you did, which is we felt like there was a lot of team ups that were terrible, like a lot of team ups that were bad, and at least from my point of view, the best way to balance going forward is to address the team ups, right? Characters that are weak, obviously you can make the team up stronger, especially the weaker of the two options, right? But not only did they like almost not touch the team ups at all, they didn't nerf any of the top performers. Like they didn't nerf like maybe you could say that Elsa is not dominant in like the average elo, or Widow is not dominant in the average elo, but like even characters like Bucky were left completely unchecked, Magneto left completely unchecked. I don't know if they're like
and that's
from my point of view
balance,
is I don't understand. Like I don't understand why though.
So like
where's the logic coming from? That's like what hero could they release that justifies Elsa and Magneto staying in their current state?
And it's not just that. I feel like Marvel Rivals, and they've stated this multiple times of how they want to be a more casual-based game, but a lot of the issues that we talk about, they don't care enough about. They don't put a lot of priority into it because they've stated multiple times that they're not trying to be an overly competitive game. They're trying to cater more to a casual player base while also trying to cater to the competitive player base, so it clashes. So you notice that when a lot of things are broken in Marvel Rise, they tend to stay that way for a very long time. And that's because I'm guessing that the company just prefers it that way for engagement purposes. I don't know. But
I don't know because Iron Man got buffed
I
and
think
then he
he's
got
also
nerfed
right.
2 days later, so
Yeah, they did nerf y'all instantly.
Why can't Iron Man be broken for
I'll do
5
you one
years
better. It took
straight?
them how long to buff Blade, and now he's like half decent. Like, trust me, it's weird all around. The company,
I think
is
Entei's
awkward
kind of
when it is.
right because if you look at, for instance, Angela before Dino, she was running the lobby down, like she was crazy, and then they introduced Dino the next update, and his beam just kills flyers, like they just get grounded. And then that completely killed Angela for like the entire next season. She just wasn't playable into Dino as long as he had the beam. And then they got rid of the beam, and then all of a sudden Angela was the best character in the game again. And it was just like, all right, well, what? And then after that, the character they dropped afterwards was, who was it?
It was Cyclops.
Yeah, who was a hit scan. So he kind of helped with Angela. So like they kind of find a way to like make a character strong, and like he said, it's like future characters. So they don't really nerf at the times. Yeah, it's in waves.
I guess my problem comes from where if like there's one patch or like one half season or whatever where a character's very clearly very powerful, you should just nerf the character regardless of whether or not the next character is going to counter it or whatever the case may be. Because if it doesn't,
I actually disagree slightly,
months.
but I'm a
well, because basically like as an example, right? Like if you're really relying on that new character. You're very, very much relying on that new character to basically keep that character in check. What happens if it doesn't keep it in check? What happens if players adapt? What happens if that character's permanently banned? Whatever, like, if you just hit, like, what I have a problem, I don't have a problem with Black Cat's meta for one season. I have a problem with Black Cat's meta for fucking, it
Forever.
feels like 3 months of a Black Cat or 7 months of Jean fucking Grey. Like, that's what I have a problem with more than anything. I think that creates like just this stale gameplay loops like that keep happening over and over again. I don't know.
I will say if this game did not have bans, it probably would have died. I think people would be talking about Gambit like
Oh my
Brig.
God.
If you had to fight Prime Gambit for 2 months straight with no bans, you would have quit the game. Like that would be miserable.
You know what I think?
We didn't have bans back in the day on
If you
Overwatch.
can't
I have a theory. I have a crazy ass theory, right? I think that Marvel Rivals intentionally balances their game the way that they do for engagement purposes on social media. So that way when they fix the game, it suddenly is 1,000 times better and a lot more people end up coming back to play it and buy skins.
I actually agree with this. We call them PR changes here on the podcast.
No, because think about it, right? The game was ass before the overhaul happened. People were complaining about the game for months. Every single issue that people had in the game, Iron Man got buffed, Blade got buffed, several characters started getting buffed. They announced the Storm skin and everything. I believe that the game is purposely put in a shitty state so that people complain, and that way when they fix it, it looks better on them. But that's just my crackpot theory for the day.
Well, I mean, think about it. Remember what, like a couple seasons ago, they did the global alt charge nerf, and we're kind of like already back to the same recharge rates. Like if you really think about it, like
more.
You can go 2-3 minutes in a game where just there's always an alt going down at some
Always
part
an
in a
alt.
fight. Like it's
Always.
crazy. Like once you get past the first minute, which in every game to me feels the best, like the first minute of every game, and then it's just I feel like it's all alts cycling through it with that hotfix change they made after 9.0.
Yeah, like
and-
I didn't get to play the update because I was away on business. I was at DreamCon, but like people were telling me that neutral felt so
it feels
good.
so good. It
And
was
then
so
they
good.
just reverted it by the time I got back. So I was like, okay, so I'm still playing
And
its
they
old
buffed
slot.
Gambit, and they
They
buffed
buffed
Gambit.
Gambit. Yeah,
Oh,
in a couple different ways too. Like
Captain Coach, did you see that Black Cat swimsuit skin that was released today or teased today?
No.
Your goon creep concept. Fucking that's why Black Cat didn't get nerfed.
That's
'Cause the
why
skin-
she
the
didn't
skin's
get
coming out.
nerfed.
Yeah,
oh my
you gotta sell
god!
those skins.
You guys know what goon creep is?
Yeah. I can take a guess.
Yeah.
Based off if a character is going to get a future skin, keep them busted so that way people keep playing it and buy the skin.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you
I
can't-
think story wise too, because if you look at Moon Knight got buffed when the hood dropped, and they're like kind of partnering in a way. So
I'm sure they did something like that with the wedding skins. I can't really remember, but I think those were pretty big for him as well with Rogue Gambit. Remember, I think that's why Gambit's been good for so long. I think is that particular skin, but that's just like a theory. I'm not sure because they just will not nerf that guy. They just won't do it.
yeah, I mean, they just won't do it properly. I feel like is the issue. Like because I feel like they've nerfed Gambit's neutral so much to the point where it's like they've avoided the problem for a while. But he has been getting nerfed like so much, like way too much to the point where if you see why they buffed him, it's because in Celestial and above, there's a time where Gambit had like a 90% win rate across Celestial and up. But then anywhere below that, he had like 40 to 30 because he was just not like a normal character. Like you have to kind of understand how to play him to work, and that's just too much for support players, to be honest. So
I don't understand why
they-
there's such a struggle to change his ultimate though.
yeah,
I
don't
it
know.
makes no fucking
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
This
They grabbed
like-
his neutral and just killed it, and then
His neutral is not even a problem. I would take his prime neutral and just gut the ultimate.
Yeah, 100%. Because I can't play that fucking character
Yeah.
aggressive. You have to play him like an ult bot. You can't risk anything. It's actually
Yeah.
it's completely.
yeah.
This is actually something I wanted to talk to you about, Nexus, which is the fact that Gambit, I do see, despite him being very strong right now, is still getting through more than I ever have seen him get through the ban phase. Do you think that is a result of a lot of other supports just being buffed to the level that they can compete with him in a normal game? Or do you or any hero for that matter maybe taking up ban slots? Curious to hear your thoughts on that. Because I feel like the power creep has gotten really out of hand real fast with 9.5 and the hotfix after 9.0.
Yeah. So I think with Gambit just getting past the ban phase, I think it's because he has more weaknesses than he used to have. On top of the fact that like he's not the best enabler anymore like he used to be. Like for instance, now Ultron and Mantis, like they're so great at enabling dive, and in a weird way, there's so much strong characters right now, like Black Cat and Widow, that like you could win a game if they on Gambit, but if you don't have like a Black Cat or a Widow, it just feels like it's almost just over if you don't have the match for it, as opposed to Gambit right now, where it's like the Gambit, he can exist and he can do value, but he's almost doing what other supports do, but his ult just isn't as strong as what it used to be to really like him and Mantis almost have the same ult in a way, because Mantis can give everyone speed boost, she can partially damage boost them. So I just feel like right now Gambit's like kind of going through ban phase, because you don't play against a Gambit differently like you would have to against Widow or Black Cat.
That's interesting. So Black Cat, then Coach Mills and I, we're going to be doing a support to eternity challenge. We're going to duo queue in about a week here.
Oh, good luck.
Let's say worst case scenario, because I'm like, obviously we're going to be banning her, but worst case scenario, teammates wants to ban something else and we just get unlucky. Black Cat gets through. We're starting to push up, get to the higher ranks. What is the best way as a duo support and a solo to deal with that hero?
Okay, so to start off, there's nothing you can do about Black Cat half the time. I will say the best thing you can do is patty cake, because you're honestly never going to kill her on support unless you freeze her on Luna. That's really the truth. You have to play with your team, but the best thing you can do is run White Fauwkz and then maybe Cloak, because White Fauwkz, you use the Black Cat team up and it just slows Black Cat and it heals everyone in the vicinity of you, and then Cloak will just never die to Black Cat. So the thing is, what a lot of support players don't understand is you can't fight back, you have to just live. What a lot of support players will do is they'll try to kill the Black Cat, and in resulting, they'll let their team die, and then also just die themselves.
Yeah,
so
I feel like that's good advice.
You'll just die.
I actually have a
you
question
have to
for
play to
Nexuz.
live.
Would you
Yeah, what's
say
up?
that as a support player, would you say that White Fauwkz is good this season or no?
I think you. Yeah, I would say she's pretty strong, but I think honestly, in cases, Spider-Man's probably a lot more oppressive than she is because of the pool. But I will say against Black Cat, it's like you can play against her the same way you could play against other divers and live, because she goes in, she iframes and stuff, but the iframe will only ever matter if you're trying to kill her. As a support, when you see Black Cat, you just have to patty cake, because you're never going to actually be able to kill her. Because like I play Loki, and kind of playing Loki into Black Cat's kind of feeding, but I can't kill her on Loki. There's never a world where I actually come out and kill Black Cat. So I just decide to ignore it, tell my other supports to look at me, and we just completely destroy her character.
You don't copy the Bucky and then hook her, or no? I'm just kidding. I just fucking not.
I use the hella team up.
Yeah,
I use the hella team up.
I love
so.
watching you go for these fucking crazy ass plays with the hella team up, bro. It's actually
Yeah,
so
my team throws for it though. Like the other day, I had Saipe tell me to swap off like over and over and over and over again. He's like, "You're on the wrong team up. You're on the wrong team up. You're on the wrong team." I was like, "Bro, just leave me alone. I just want to play my character, bro." And he's like, "You're on the wrong team up. You're on the wrong team up." And there's a guy that wouldn't walk out of spawn until I swapped the team up. And I'm like, "Bro, like it's not that big of a deal." And the team up is good. The enhanced hella team up is good, but no one knows about it. It's really underrated.
So you mentioned then knowing to not deal damage to a Black Cat, have your goal be to survive. What would your advice be then to other support players trying to climb, to know when to actually go for damage? Is it just strictly matchup specific, or is it like a game feel type of thing as well? Like, what is the prime factors that cause your decision making to be attack rather than just heal bot the team?
Yeah, so it really depends on your cooldowns and the ability you have to play make. Obviously, it's like character dependent, but let's say I'm like on Loki and we're just sitting main for a while, nothing's happening at all. We're basically just like sitting there waiting for something to happen. So what I'll do is I'll call out to my tank or, you know, whatever diver. I'll say, hey, like, let me know when you're going to hit. And then from there, what I'll do is I'll go TP on an off angle where I can still see my team. And then what I'll do is I'll place runes. And then after I place runes, then I'll go do damage because I'm aware that my team won't die into runes. And I'll be able to help my DPS out at the same exact time. Same way with, like, I guess Luna. What I'll do, I'll put, I guess, Flake on one of my teammates. I'll go hit the snowball, and if I miss the snowball, then I'll actually just go back, because then at that point I'm just playing for a chance rather than a guarantee. So I think it's a lot about guarantee versus chance on support, and a lot of support players will sit there 30 seconds in the back line, try to shoot someone, miss all their shots, and they're still there doing the same exact thing. and not getting any value. So it's really just guaranteeing things.
Right. Like I feel like there's a risk reward logic to certain things, and like when you're weak, you play farther back, and when you're strong, you play farther up. And I think a lot of supports tend to struggle with that and seem to play in like the same spot a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I
think the reason why they struggle against dive is because they all just play in the same exact spot. Like when the divers walk past a certain area, they already know where to expect the supports at. Like they just know exactly what situation they're going to be in, where exactly on the map they'll be, and that's the biggest problem is that the divers never have to look for the supports. That's the biggest issue with support players. They just go the same place against the same exact comp. They could change the comp, but they'll still play in the same exact spot. So
I have a question for Mehtric. So a long time ago, back in the beta, I used to play Iron Man. I was like, that was the first character I picked up. Very quickly, I realized I wasn't built to play Iron Man. Maybe a combination of the character being what I thought trash, or maybe I was just not good. So I dropped that character. But you have consistently dominated with that character. You get consistent top 500 every single season in eternity lobbies, playing against pros. How do you make a character that a lot of people, think is weak, or at least in high elo they think is weak? How do you make that character work? How do you find success?
It's really just I put in so many hours. I just know what works and what doesn't. I'm not forcing Iron Man into quadruple hit scan. You know what I mean? Like I'll like swap off whenever it's needed. But sometimes you just know whenever like a Punisher, he's just not gonna kill you, or you could just play cover on some maps. You just know certain maps and certain team comps. You just know when it's gonna work. But yeah, it's just playing natural cover. Focusing more on the DPS that's trying to kill you, because I feel like the biggest mission if you play Iron Man is to stay alive. So if you could just stay alive and outcycle the other DPS on the other team, like you can dominate. Just stay alive and that's it. Just focus on staying alive. That's basically it.
We need to get you in on some of these tournaments that are coming up. Like I haven't seen you in a lot of creative tournaments, but it would be sick.
Yeah.
It'd be really sick to have you in a tournament.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
would love
big
to join some.
tournaments coming soon. A lot of big ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into some.
Mehtric, I actually have a question for you. So do you think that Iron Man being meta would be like bad for the game, or like do you think it'd be good? Like what are your thoughts on Iron Man ever potentially being meta?
Yeah, I think Iron Man being meta would be bad for the game, honestly. He does stomp like low elo. We know that people can't look up. Healers can't look up. I think he would be bad. But I do think he still needs... I think he should be able to be played in every rank just better. You know what I mean? Like one above all, he should have something to help him.
Wait, what is it, Entei? What's up?
I'll do you one better. He was meta, and that shit sucked. I remember season 0 and season 1. All you would do was perma flank on that guy.
Yeah,
and it was just you just perma be in backline. You just couldn't kill his ass. Especially
That was
with the
like-
strange team.
So-
it
so
was annoying as hell. I hated it.
Years
I-
ago, though. It's so many things.
I
that
don't
count
give
as
a
Iron
damn.
Man.
It is a necessary evil that nigga remains ass for the duration of Marvel Rivals' lifespan.
It makes me wonder. Is like I don't even think Iron Man at that power level would be meta again in this.
Nah.
With like just from Spider-Man players being better alone. Like think about how ass Spider-Man players were in season 0. Like they could not threaten you the same way they could threaten you now, or Angela's or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
that's a good point, Entei. Like I do remember Gamma meta. That shit was
I
fucking
promise you.
cancer.
You guys think. I promise you they buff his damn. Listen,
Well,
I'm probably the only one that agrees with the Iron Man nerf. Because
No.
listen.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll take that on the chin. I'm the only one that agrees with that Iron Man nerf. Because what that Iron Man nerf essentially did when they nerfed the range on the Thor team up too as well, Iron Man enables a very cheesy ass play style if he's strong. Like
Yeah.
a very cheesy ass play style. And so I guarantee within a week of Iron Man being like good, you would see people complaining for him to get nerfed. Guaranteed. And that's just because of the way he's designed.
Sure.
Yeah,
His
my
design
thing
is
about
shit.
like I don't understand how we're scared of Iron Man in like a world where like back then like Bucky couldn't ground on his E, right? Like now
Right.
Bucky grounds on his E. He shoots fucking watermelons as gun as bullets. Like a very easy character to get crazy value with. Like I don't know. I feel like I just
You'd
don't
be
think
surprised. You'd be surprised that the slightest buffs, the slightest change to a character can make them Thanos.
No, I mean
That goes for every single character.
we have the fucking hood, we have tank. Like a lot of people just refuse to adapt, in my opinion. There's so many good tanks into Flyers.
There's so many
Actually, I
things
want to
to
flip
counter
it on
Iron
you
Man.
now, real quick. I have a question for you because I have this opinion, right? I've been talking about this for months, but I am of the opinion that a majority of the Marvel Rivals community just hasn't learned the fundamentals of the game in the entire time that the game's been out.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I agree.
in terms of like
100%.
Overwatch
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly
fundamentals,
support. Yeah,
like
no, I agree.
I feel like everybody
I-
just hasn't learned to play the fucking game.
The game doesn't force you to learn those fundamentals to climb, like at
That's
all.
fair.
Okay,
For better or for worse, but they
I just
don't
wanted to
fucking-
make.
I
I just wanted to
agree.
see where you
Like
guys stood on that.
when you have really powerful ultimates that can override all the mistakes you made up to that point, none of it fucking mattered. Or when you have people that don't, they like what you'll see a lot in ranked also is like teams that are really aggressive and like win the fight in the early stages. Your team doesn't take the space, so the opponents get ults first, and then they just ult back and kill you, and you just lost a fight that you were winning the whole fucking fight, but no one knows how to set up for like that advantage that you created. Like it just doesn't exist.
Well,
it just gets overwritten.
There is a skill to that, though. No, like playing
No,
torture comp.
There is, but I'm just saying people don't learn it. Like people don't
Right,
learn it.
okay,
The people
yeah,
that, like no one's on either side. No one's learning it. People don't understand.
Instead of learning, it's called people asking for a rework.
Entei, I do have something to say about your argument though.
I got you.
So
Hit me.
you were saying that like Iron Man meta was terrible, right? But like you got to remember there was no tank that could deal with Iron Man or any flyer back then in those seasons. Like your best bet was Strange. That was really it.
Hulk
That was your
2
only
was
character.
good. Like the
Well, yeah,
thing
well, he
you-
was,
yeah.
well, he
There
was
were a lot
part
of
of
Hulk
the he was
mirrors.
fucking part of the meta. 'cause
that's
he-
why Hulk
yeah.
got banned so much.
Yeah, 'cause of
back
Gambit.
then.
I
It
remember.
Yeah, but
sucked.
there was no character that could answer to the flyers on tank at least, and support too, to be honest, because you really just had Luna and Invis, but Invis couldn't do any real damage to Iron Man. There was just not really options back then to like contest the flyers, as opposed to now where it's like you have so many different characters that could contest it, especially on tank. And back then you just had nothing to do. But the thing about what Mehtric's saying is that like, yeah, Iron Man could have been meta for at least a season because like, yeah, they nerfed him because they were scared. But I mean, we've been scared about Black Cat and Elsa for like almost half a year at this point, and they're still just running the
Oh yeah,
game
there's
down,
definitely
so-
bias when
I
it
don't
comes.
know.
I think there's a character bias when it comes to like certain characters being more busted than others in the meta for sure. But now I have a question for you, right? We say that there are a lot more characters to deal with flyers. Nexuz, do you think that Prime Torch excels in this meta at all, or do you think he's just ass at that point?
I mean, current Torch is pretty fucking good, to be honest.
Just playing with Dotai yesterday.
He probably would excel. Yeah, he probably would excel. I'm remembering that character. He probably would excel.
Mantis
I
Ultron,
would say so.
Prime Torch.
Prime.
With
I
none
mean,
of the
he
team
probably-
ups, none of the team ups, just like his.
You talking about the movement tech and all that stuff? Like, is that what we're
I'm
talking
talking
about? 'Cause I feel
about
like Torch is better
Prime
now.
Torch.
No,
Prime.
Full Prime Torch animation cancel still in the game. Everything.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it'd
that
be
he
fucking
had back then.
cancer. Yeah, it'd be cancer. It'd be, I mean, Mantis Ultron. It'd be cancer.
Yeah, I agree. He'd
Oh,
still be
you don't
rough.
think so? You don't think
Yeah.
so?
No, I fully believe it. I
Oh,
fully
okay,
believe it.
okay. I was
I'm just I'm saying that in the same way that obviously the Torch players would just adapt
Well-
if Torch was in his prime in this instance. I feel like with Iron Man they would find another way to play him.
Well,
That would
my
still
thing is
be
like
just as good.
Iron Man just he never had that survivability. That's my problem with Torch is the survivability. Like that was the cancer part. Now granted, we never played a fucking Iron Man Gamma meta when Invis could pocket that motherfucker because that would be also
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah, that
And
was-
Ultron wasn't in the game either,
Yeah,
which
I-
would also be cancer. Like
Because like I'm thinking about like the same way that y'all are saying that there are
There
other
is-
characters
yeah, that's a
to
good
deal with the
point.
Iron Man, there are also several characters in the game now that can enable the Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's
like,
a good point. Oh,
uh,
okay.
Is Nexus good? Wait, what happened?
Your argument was too good. It zapped him.
he got
Yeah,
ganked
like I
by
was
Black
saying,
Cat.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
imagine this, right? You give Iron Man a buff. Suddenly you put Flake, Drone, and Pocket Iron Man the entire game. He out damages the entire lobby. I've had games where like Iron Man one tricks. I think I've seen Mehtric have a really good game with like 70 kills way back in the day. Obviously, Virgie, I know he's taking the character to one above all. Like I feel like if people actually take the time to learn the character, which is something that I also have a problem with, a lot of people in Marvel Rivals don't know the potential of other characters because they do not play them at all.
I don't know, man. Like Iron Man just seems so clunky to me. Like I feel like it's a season 0 hero trying to make it work in season 9.
Super outdated. Super
Yeah.
outdated. It's so hard to hit a maximum pulse. Everyone has a dash or a jump.
Magneto
Invisible,
is fucking
shield,
best in
Yeah,
Magneto.
yeah, fucking Mag. Yeah.
It's so hard to get value with Iron Man at higher elo. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, man. You know, trying to get value with bad characters is pretty hard, man. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, yeah,
Pretty
you.
hard, man.
You're going, Captain?
Yeah, I mean, they have the unfortunate circumstance of playing like an early designed hero. Like I feel like a season 0 hero that was S tier is like just probably be like D tier now, just based off of like power levels alone. And then you
That's
talk
what
about the
team
actual
up should
design
be
of
for.
the heroes,
Yeah, that
and
is
they're
what the team up
super
should have been
outdated.
for, 100%.
Like I made videos on this. The team ups should be the counterplay that stops the hero from needing a rework, that keeps them in the current meta. If the team up is good on an older hero, that means that they don't have to be reworked. They could just be played. They are another option aside from
They
the
ain't
meta.
give me that, so I guess I'm cooked.
I really criticize all the team ups that just increase the effect of an ability that already exists. Like I talked about that with both the Strange team ups, the Iron Man team ups. Like, why didn't they give them an ability? Like, why can't you like the barrel roll you're talking
Exactly.
about? Perfect opportunity to give you some type of playmaking. I also think buffing him in that way, where you could like, you know, you could movement outplay a DPS that takes skill. That's much better than just bumping stats,
But
and you're less likely to end up in these toxic metas.
What
If
did
I
you
had
say
to-
though? Oh yeah.
You first.
Oh, okay, sure. Like with Iron Man though, like he is like very cinematic. Like some of the best clips, most popular clips you see for Rivals are just like Iron Man ults in slow motion going towards a full team
I see
with
that
a strange
fucking-
portal behind him or
That
something.
TikTok,
Right?
One
there's a guy on
guy.
TikTok that
There's just
just
one guy who
he
does
shoots
that.
it across the map. Yeah, he shoots Iron Man ult.
Yeah,
from-
the real HD.
Just,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
just spawn camp. That shit is fire.
So
you need
maybe-
to pull that off in a game, ranked game metric. You gotta practice that shit.
That's impossible.
Like
bro.
if I had to change one thing about Iron Man,
you have to count the timer, the respawn timer for the guy that's gonna port. If you do it, you could pull it off. I know you could
you
pull
could
it off.
try it. I mean, I could try it.
I think you could do it. I think
if
you
I
could.
had
say,
one
I
thing
think-
I would change about Iron Man, actually, I would change his ult. I feel like that's the weakest part of his kit.
Yeah, it's super.
He's a
outdated.
decent. I would change his
wor-
ult.
The
I'll give
worst
him the
part
whole
of Iron Man's kit is the self CC. Like, when the armor overdrive disables.
Oh, yeah,
the-
that shit
like,
also
the self CC
Oh yeah, that's fucking
for no reason. Like,
I will
remove
say,
that.
I think there's something fun about like telling a story by trying to play like a bad character or a character that isn't played a lot, and I think that's where like the content, like the community comes in, because that's like when you have people behind you. Because if people really wanted to learn characters like Black Cat and Bucky and all of them, I think they could obviously, but I think there's something more fun about the challenge and like the difficulty of trying to make something hard and try to look like decent or at least like meta, in some terms.
Tell that to your teammates.
I mean, y'all three do that. Metric, Steven, and
Yeah.
Nexus. Nexus is playing a team up that makes pros crash out, I guess.
Get an
But, yeah,
Iron Man and Wanda as your
like that-
DPS. And people could say, "GG, we lose."
I guess
That's what they're
sometimes,
saying.
sometimes the way you win matters, Like, can you really sleep at night when like you won 5 games that day if it was all with Elsa ults? Like,
Yeah.
can you really look at yourself in the mirror? I don't think so. Okay.
I just
Oh yeah, go on.
no
go on.
no go ahead. No, I did want to add that next month you guys are probably going to see something a bit interesting. I'm already hosting my fourth tournament in about like 4 days, and Nexus is actually going to be there competing with your boy Abel, who's hit rank 1 Loki and rank 1 Gambit every single season, and Nexus knows. So I don't know if you guys were familiar with like the Spidey Showdown that recently just took place.
Yep.
So next month we're gonna most likely see like a Wanda exclusive tournament.
Is it
so-
like
and
is it like
listen,
duos?
No, that
like
would be
duo?
tough.
Is it like duos?
Nah.
Is it
It's
just
not
like the
gonna be-
Spider one, or how does it work?
We me and Arya and them are still working on a format. We're thinking about like a 6v6 style. Of course, you possibly have the big creators choose from like 6 1 OTPs for they have to choose first. Like their first pick has to be a 1 OTP or
Okay.
creator. We're possibly thinking about maybe having the Wanda creators be team captains and then choosing their teams.
Dude.
But it is gonna happen. Yeah, next month.
Coach, you should that should fucking have already happened. A Hulk one. That should have already
Oh,
happened.
Hulk one. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
where the Hulk mains are all the captains and they draft just
That'd be
normal
cool.
players, and then like Hulk doesn't get to be banned. Everything else can be.
A celebration of Hulk, celebration
Yeah,
of Wanda.
yeah. Every no one gets, you don't get to swap off a Hulk no matter what. Everyone has to play it. That'd be
See,
sick.
Hulk 1v1s are the
That would be
best.
fire.
I'd make like Spider-Man Hulk. Those are the best 1v1s. So it'd be
That
interesting.
works. Like that works, and the toughest part that we're having is obviously stipulation, because I can't, even they agreed, I can't do a 2v2 with Wanda. It's just not fun. Like there's no damage output, there's no combos, it's slow, nobody wants to watch that. But if you make it something unique where there's a unique stipulation, maybe one person can't switch off that character, maybe you do a stipulation where they play certain characters that offer her team ups or something like that, then it could be interesting, as well as with like casting and a big prize pool. But that's the toughest challenge that we're having right now. It's just trying to come up with the stipulation. But
You
it's
have
happening though. So
A name for the tournament? You should call it Best of the Worst.
Coach, I actually got something to tell you. So there's a while back.
which one?
Because you, Captain
Okay.
Coach.
Yeah.
Back then, I used to watch you a lot for Hulk.
Shit.
And, like, I learned quite a lot. And then one day, I got a friend request from Captain Coach. Right? I said, Captain
Oh yeah,
Coach.
that's not me.
So I was like, holy shit, I just got added by Captain Coach. Like, this is insane, right? And then, like, he's playing Hulk, and I was like, he's kind of throwing my game. Is this him? Is this him? And then, like, he's like, maybe 2 months later after I stopped queuing with him, I thought it was you for 2 months straight. He was like, hey, by the way, I'm not the real one. And I was like, there's no way you threw my games for 2 months straight and then tell me you're not the real Captain
Well, you duoed
Coach.
with him?
So
You duoed with him?
Yeah, you were doing with him
I
quite
had-
a bit. Yeah, in rank.
it was like a
No
guy. I don't remember
way.
his name. And then I saw your
Bro.
video later on about it. I saw your video and I was like, bro, I didn't know this was real.
Wait, so
but-
he pretended to be me so he could get a quality support player to duo
Yeah.
with him?
Yeah, he was like, hey,
No
Nexus, I love
way.
your content, and I just pretended to be coach so that I can like get into your games or whatever and play with you. And I was like, bro, like
That's
this is
fucking
insane.
I'm so sorry that happened.
No,
well, hey,
you're good.
we're gonna run some then now. The real
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
real one.
Did you check his
Okay.
account?
For sure,
least?
for sure, yeah.
Shit, man.
But I wanted to ask you, how are you even playing Hulk into Elsa? Like, I have to know what you do.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, she's probably my top ban. But I. So you basically everywhere you go, you never contest her. If she's off angle, if she's off to the side, just leave her be. And you just whenever she gets close, you just try to land a crazy stun and set up some burst on her and make her panic. That's really it. So anytime you have to be like mindful where she's going to put traps, and like the bad Elsas, they'll just like throw them like randomly anywhere. But the good ones actually know to put them in chokes and like
Yeah.
hold the area and stuff. So when I see them doing that, in some ways, like I actually struggle more with the bad Elsas, believe it or not, because
Unpredictable.
yeah, like Hulk has a gameplay loop that's basically you can do whatever you want guaranteed, but it's only in short bursts. So against good players, when I can predict where they're going to put traps, I will just guarantee. Like I can, for instance, like Hulk v Penny's really not that bad. I can go and challenge the Penny traps by myself, easily kill them anytime. It's when they get help from other people when I'm going to do that it's not. So I go in with like a shield, do my immunity. Like the trap didn't pop up or whatever, then I go but it's the bad ones are really what I struggle with most. It's about tracking her ult is the big thing. So I just like focus on tracking her ult, and I treat her like she's a raid boss, and I stay away. And
that's fair.
it's really like all you can do. She's very tough.
I do have a fun question for you guys, because I'm kind of just like curious. I already know how I feel about it. But are there like certain creators that you guys are aware of that play the same character that you guys main, that sometimes you guys feel like, I would whoop his ass if I ever faced him or something like that, or maybe you give them props, or you think they're better than you, or maybe you already know you're the best kind of thing. Have you guys ever had those moments with any creators or know of any?
Mehtric can go first, to be honest. I don't know if there's any Iron Man players.
Yeah, there really isn't any other Iron Man
Yeah, talk that talk, Mehtric.
Yo, he's back.
Nah, it's not even like that, bro. But nah.
Yeah, you're good. I think so.
Alright, that's perfect.
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah, wait, Steven, repeat that question so Entei can hear it too.
Yeah,
That's a
so
good
Entei, I'm pretty much just asking everybody if there's like if there are like multiple creators that they know that play the characters that they main, that maybe you just feel like you're better than, regardless of how they play that character, or maybe you might know a creator that you think is better than you, or you're just the best out
Are
there.
you the best cat player on TikTok?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd say so, yeah. I take this shit to eternity. I've diffed every single cat player that's on TikTok, respectfully. Of
Man.
course.
I mean,
But,
bro,
like,
the only other creator, Loki, is Saipe, so I mean.
That
Like,
motherfucker does
who,
not
like
count.
who
Bro,
other,
no,
like
no,
who
no.
else plays cat?
I'm not gonna lie. That
Like who else plays cat?
Zaipe
What about
is not
Curry?
human, bro. He's
Curry,
What do you want me to
doesn't
do
make
about that,
content on
bro?
TikTok though.
He does not.
He doesn't.
Curry
Okay.
comes back like once a month though, like whenever like the season first drops and then he dips off.
Yeah, I don't know why
Nexus.
he doesn't make content consistently. He's just
Nexus,
gone.
what
I
about
mean,
Abel,
it's
though?
probably burnout. Like I wouldn't want to like
Burnout.
consistently.
Just play the
Yeah.
game. Play the fucking game.
He was like pioneer
Well, yeah,
tab.
it-
I would
it
play
was
the
a
rivals. He just like dips the fuck
Yeah,
out.
what
I
about
feel like
nothing wrong
there
with
have
it.
been a
He's not
few
as
people
bad.
that have been burnt out. I think Avenue's really burnt out. There's a lot of people that are like burnt out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all feel any burnout? Y'all get hit by any
Yeah.
burnout?
That's why I
Yeah,
picked
bro.
the blade.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So
he
I
picked
picked
it
the
up.
blade.
And I got
Never.
way more
I literally
burnt
did the
out.
blade challenge because of burnout.
That's what I was kind of saying. Like if you solo queue, it's the easiest way to get burnout. Like, and I think that primarily
Facts.
matters on like the character that like you're playing. I think you probably have a higher chance of burning out when you're playing like less difficult characters. And I only say that because some characters, like I was mentioning before, require you to have like a certain amount of like synergy. But when you're playing
Cap is still
characters
difficult
that can,
this season though. Like,
What's up?
for Sure. Like Cap sucks this season.
Yeah. It's
Like,
maybe one of the
I don't
worst seasons that he's ever had.
Oh my god, he sucks.
Entei, what do you think of that
It
season
also
where
sucks-
everyone was saying he was great? Or broken,
Like,
rather.
Oh my god.
what was that,
8.5?
8.5?
People
I
saw
don't know.
it being
I know
used
Shib
in
made
pro
a tier
play and
list
just
or something
instantly
like
was
that.
like, oh my god, Cap is so good. Cap
Yeah,
is
in
this,
pro
Cap
play,
is
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was mad
Yeah.
as
You'll
fuck,
never see him in
bro.
ranked, but you'll always see him in pro play, and people will be like, "Yeah, this
Pro
character's
play.
broken."
He just scales with synergy. You don't get shit of that in ranked, unfortunately.
yeah.
No
Cap
one-
is always going to be good because of what he provides to the field. Like, he's always going to be permanent in your back line, forcing out cooldowns. Like, good. This, that, and the third, right? But in terms of the actual execution required to play Cap, most people don't have that.
I love a good Captain America. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't mind playing.
That's
with,
why.
with a
That's
good
why
Captain
Hulk
America.
feels so bad right now. Is because like you look at all the other divers, even Rogue. It's like they get CC'd in the back line, they still live. But like you CC Hulk once or twice
yeah,
in the back line, he's just gone. Like he dies guaranteed every time.
I would take a Hulk rework, actually. I would take a
I
Hulk.
would love a Hulk rework.
No.
Hey, I'm sorry, coach. I'm sorry, coach.
Yeah,
You played.
you don't,
Me and coach have played like Hulk v Hulk ranked. He knows
Yeah.
I can speak on it. I'm sorry. I would
Yeah.
take a Hulk rework. I would take it.
You don't need to rework the character though, right? Like it's not his fault that he's not meta. Like everything around him changed, right?
I'd be cool if they took a look at the bubble. If they made it,
you.
because the bubble's the like why they have trouble balancing him that, and he's just like an alt charge battery for supports who decide every game, right? Like when
What if they made it so that way, like when he loses a certain amount of damage, the bubble just automatically comes up?
loses a certain amount of damage. What do you mean by that?
Well,
Like
like
takes
if
too
he,
much.
go,
That amount of health?
if he goes below a certain health state,
Not-
then he just automatically gets a bubble without having to do it
You're playing
himself.
like a health person, like
I
a
don't know.
Wolverine passive type thing where you drop.
There-
Certain...
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I
like
feel
a
like that
BP
removes
pass with
skill
the smoke.
expression. To be honest,
I still,
Doesn't Black Panther
I
have
still
that?
like the.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Hulk,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like the concept. People keep saying this, at least in my chat, about him scaling with HP lost. You know, like the less HP he has, the more damage he does. You could go for riskier plays at high, like just so because it kind of fits in with the
Yeah, that would make
you know
sense.
the
Yeah.
angry theme, and you could go for riskier plays that like maybe on like 50 HP you could fucking like do a crazy amount of damage.
I guess I view this hero more in like a macro sense. A lot of like the content I've made where I got started was viewing the game from like a. I view that everyone as like what their job is, like where they're supposed to be at like what time, and I always viewed Hulk as like a hero that could guaranteed do a little bit of damage on basically whoever you wanted, but you only had like a short window to do that, and the window was your bubble. And then it's like, okay, if they don't hit you, you can stay in longer. But that was like, to me, the appeal of his design was being able to kind of like hit who you want. And I think with if you like change the way he works with the bubble, you could make it so it maybe does more on him and take away the element of putting it on your teammates entirely, and then just make it stronger. I would be cool with something like that. But I don't know if you consider that like a rework. But I mean, that could be like a pretty big nerf. But it would also like probably buff him in the lower ranks to a point where he'd be too good. Because I think at least right now Hulk tends to fall off win rate the higher rank you go, which usually is not how it is. But he just gets
Shouldn't
power
be how
creep
it
once your
is.
once your aim's good enough. It's just like he can't survive. Like he just blows up.
I was gonna ask you guys a question just because, I need the honest answers. I can't shy away from this question anymore. What is it that you guys are the higher ranked players, of course. You guys, y'all get to your OAAs and eternities consistently, all that stuff. What is it that drives you guys away from, playing with the Wanda? I just gotta know. I gotta know. Listen.
You want to know a fun fact, though? You want to know a fun fact? You want to know a fun fact? I play Wanda. I play Wanda.
Wait, you play Wanda?
I play Wanda. I got 28 hours. 28 hours. 28 hours.
I'm not.
Like
I played her back like
No, but
I'm not.
like I took her all the way to Celestial once. I'm not gonna lie. Wanda is an underrated
You just
character.
have to prove it to me one game. That's all I need. That's all I need. Because I'll tell you what, I avoid every Iron Man that's not Mehtric on the ladder. If I run into an Iron Man, you're gone. I don't care if you drop 40 kills against me. If your name's not Mehtric. But that's just because he rocked my shit a game, and so he proved it. And like way back when, before I even knew who he was, he just I was like, what the fuck? This Iron Man just rolled us. And so like when I run into you and you roll the fuck out of me, I'll be like, all right, Steven, you're good. You got the green light.
You just gotta prove it then.
You just gotta prove it.
You just gotta prove it. Type shit.
But come on, listen. There's something that you guys listen. Don't dodge it, man. I'm
not dodging it. I'll tell you what, right? I'll tell you what. A lot of Wanda players aren't you, and a lot of Wanda players will just run your shit down, not calm with the team, and not use teamwork at all. So instead of like playing how you're suggesting Wanda should be played, they're playing Wanda in a completely different way. I believe every Wanda plays Wanda differently. And so they end up just running your shit down. A majority of them. Not all of them.
If you want me to be honest, bro, why I wouldn't play with the Wanda?
I love you, NT. I appreciate that answer.
I think Wanda and Iron Man, they don't mesh well together. I feel like the best DPS to go along with Iron Man are like dive.
No
basically.
damage.
I feel like Spidey or
Like aggro takers.
not even like a DPS like Venom or like just dive.
Yeah, where's the duo at, bro?
Is that just because you have like extra pad damage that kind of just helps with their bursts when they go in?
Yeah, it's like when they dive, it takes a lot of tension away from me.
Right.
So I can stay up longer. I can always just flank, hit the back line with them whenever. So it meshes really well. But with Wanda, I feel like Wanda, her main goal is like, I don't know. I'm not the expert, so you can tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like she just stays frontline and just pressures the tanks.
Like nothing against Wanda, Steven, or you. Well, I guess kind of against Wanda, but like if there's an Elsa or a Bucky that have their fucking monitors on, they should never ever die to Wanda unless they get jumped by like 4 people. They have every advantage.
That's why he says you need teamwork, Mills.
But they have every fucking advantage. Like a Bucky can press 2 buttons and gain as much damage as you dealt in a second. Like it's actually and it's
Bucky's
not even your
tankier than
fault.
Hulk.
It's literally just like not about that's kind of one of the things that we criticize a lot about the game is some of these power creep characters are like they gatekeep the certain characters out. Like they're so strong that they make it hard to justify playing other characters unless you actively want to hurt yourself, like hinder yourself.
Yeah, I also think at the same time, like there's so much people. Like I think this is the hardest season to climb on, and because I see you Mills all the time, we're in C3 lobbies. It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's rough. It's rough.
I think it's the worst season because of all the changes, people believe they could play whatever they want and actually do good on it, or people are more willing to they feel more convinced to try new things because of it, and it just really sucks is you'll have someone first timing this character, that character, and then when there's too much characters that are meta, people feel obligated to play them even though they've never played them, and they'll throw out worse stats than just playing one of their mains. And I see that way too often that it's just so insufferable for the game. But at the same time, I want to talk to you guys about win rates and stuff because there's been so much characters with super inflated win rates, and people are saying why don't they change them or this or that, and people are like, oh well, Mag's win rate's not that high, or well, Shane's win rate's not that high, even though I think Mag is super meta right now. But I think it's because when people go to fill on tank, they play Mag. When people go to fill on support, they play Rocket. They play these characters that are pretty easy to understand,
and they have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, they have no idea what they're doing, but those are the fill characters, so their win rates aren't really a good metric to decide if they're balanced or not because everyone fills on those characters. So like when they decide to balance over a win rate, it's like they don't know what they're doing or what's actually right for the character because everyone plays that character when they have to fill. So you don't actually really know if that character's strong or not because people fill in those characters and they do terribly on them. So
It's buckyflation. I don't know.
I don't understand like how like win rate so much these days is kind of like calculated because like are they taking win rate percentages from characters like because I don't know, I just think solo queue and stacking is just a big difference. Like I think there's a big difference like in terms of like winning chances, like so I don't know how that goes into like how they measure win rates. Maybe it's just pick rates and then winning off that.
I don't think they really balance off
Something
of
to
win
add
rate, to
after
be
you guys finish. That's something.
I think they don't really like because there's win rates and stuff, but I mean we've seen time and time again that they don't really balance around win rates or like pick rates. I mean no one actually really knows how they balance. It's like a big philosophy. Like you're just sitting there trying to understand it and you can never, no matter how hard you try to understand their balancing, you'll never understand it. So I don't think it's balance or like win rates. So
what did team
It wouldn't
captain
even
say
make
last
sense.
week? What did he say? It was like a dartboard or something. I can't remember what he said about the balance.
I think it's the fucking.
I brought the
random ball.
manatees.
Yeah, the manatee.
But he had
the
one.
random fucking ball. Oh,
I can't
yeah.
remember what they
they
said.
throw a dart at the board.
Dart at
and-
the board.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not bouncing off win rates. It doesn't even matter. I mean, it wouldn't even make sense if. I mean, Mantis has like a 59% win rate with a
Crazy.
over 25% pick rate. Like, when is
crazy.
that? That's not healthy at all. Like, what the fuck is that?
I agree.
Crazy.
I think Mantis needs to get the damage boost removed, but at the same time, like I want Mantis to be meta compared to like Cloak being meta or Gambit being meta. Because again, it's like with Mantis, there's at least like clear weaknesses for the character. Like, oh, they're on Mantis, let's run dive. But when Gambit or Cloak is meta, like you just sit there and like not only are the Cloak players not having fun, I don't want to play Cloak. I don't want to sit there and like throw a bubble on the floor and ice.
I mean,
then
I would agree with you, but the problem is Mantis is also the best enabler of triple support as well.
Yeah,
So
I
like,
agree.
I just don't really think like there is a variant of a Mantis comp that can just win in every situation right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel like maybe they thought, oh, we're
I
good.
think damage boost. Sorry, you go.
Yeah, well, they're trying to give her the healer, the heal amount able to double heal rather than always have to be a triple. But it's just that now she's good at that too. So she's. I think that's why her win
Damage
rate's
boost
gone
is
up.
really bad.
Because I do feel like she is, like we said about the counterplay. Like I never feel like I'm out of a game when Mantis is in. Like even when I have no dive, like and it's just me, I'll still like try to dive and press a Mantis and see if I can't like make a play on them. Like I feel like I have a chance against her. So like to me, like I totally agree with what you're saying. I think just like look at the damage amp and maybe lower it or make it like a little less accessible. And
I guess that's. I kind of want to go around and say if there's a meta character for tank, DPS, and support, what is the optimal one for you? Just one in character that is like if it's the best in slot, you're okay with. What would that be?
Range. Playing with?
Strange. So strange. What about DPS? What's a DPS that you're acceptable being best in slot, in your opinion?
Like
no.
Black fucking black.
I would honestly hold on. Let me open up.
Yeah. I'm curious everyone's responses. We can go through every person.
Can you re-ask that question? Do you mean
yeah. So like
on your team?
No. Just like in the meta, what like if you could choose the meta, what would be your favorite best in slot for tank, DPS, and support? Yeah,
if I could
like,
choose the meta.
If you could
I
choose the
thought
meta,
it was like if it was on my team.
No. If you could choose the meta, like best in slot, like to make the healthiest type of game possible, what would it be? Who would be the best, or like healthiest for you? I mean, it could also just be your preference. If you really like fucking dive, it could be whatever X, Y, and Z. But like a character, maybe you think it's a character that has a high enough skill curve that it creates good enough, balanced enough games, or maybe you think, what's your opinion? Like, what's the top? What's your top three?
I'd probably, you know what? I'd probably have my DPS and tank probably at like Strange and Iron Man.
I would not want
You think
Iron Man.
you think Iron Man? You want Iron Man to be the
I can't
best?
have Iron Man.
And that's just like,
Listen, I was thinking between like Phoenix and Hela, but I just don't want to deal with like any more hit scan kind of stuff.
I'm about to pull up
So
the
I'm-
game so I can make an accurate answer. Like I'm
but
just
but
pulling up.
but then again,
the
it's just
black
like,
screen.
and this is why I was I was gonna eventually get to this question. Like, I don't know where the game gets its inspiration from. I don't know if it's from comics. I don't know if it's from the MCU movies. I don't know where it comes from. So that's why I always have a like. I made a video where like what did I ask? I was like, oh, doesn't Wanda kind of have like Black Cat's abilities? She can go invisible. She can put a portal and stuff like that. Because I don't know where the inspiration comes from. But if you think about it, if you watch movies and read comics, Sorcerer Supreme, this and that, it's kind of hard for me to like. I don't know, because when I think of characters, I think of them obviously in the movies. How can I not? It's just what you relate them to. But Iron Man, you know, I'd probably, I don't know. I wish Iron Man was more of like a, in like a meta spot. I wish he was played more. Like I miss watching like Amazing and you know, in MRC and stuff like that, and those kind of comps to kind of like figure out. Like I think Iron Man on Shin Shibuya back in the day when he's just sitting in the back of Spawn and you can't do anything about it. Like
That sounds terrible, but yeah, you go on.
I like it's a challenge though.
It's
You know,
not-
No,
good to me.
what about support?
Yeah.
What about support? I'm curious.
Adam.
Best in slot Adam. We've had metas with best in slot Adam
No,
in the
like,
beta.
I
in the
think-
beta, Adam was best character in the game, by the way.
And like people are always asking me like if I had to choose like my perfect team, obviously for the character that I play, I'd easily do Jubilee, Mantis, Adam, myself, Thing, and a Mag, and just call it. And I would just call it just like that. I think Adam in like worse than like every single comp is just as long as like it's used right, because either your backline isn't gonna die, or if you have a good enough Adam. Like I know a couple like top Adam players who just hit their shots. They can kind of play like a similar DPS style, flank style. I think they can kind of like do it all, to be honest. And I hate saying that because I feel like as a Wanda player, like I lose every fucking like I'm prone to like I can actually say it. I can lose a 1v1 to a Luna Snow, and I hate the fact that I should be able to say that. Like, you know, freeze me, two tap me. Same goes with the garbage team up that I got with Strange. Like, I hate that. I hate that they just threw that in my face and act like I got happy. Like, no, like just take me back to season 2 and I'll be happy. We'll all be happy. That's it.
What about you, Nexus? What would your best in slot for tank, DPS, and support? What would you choose?
Tank is like kind of between Hulk and Strange because I feel like Strange is probably the most balanced poke tank right now, and then Hulk is probably the most balanced diver because if you compare Hulk to like Venom, it's almost like night and day. Like Venom just goes in 8 billion health, you CC him, doesn't matter. Eventually he procs Tenacity and Hulk never gets Tenacity. And then for DPS, I'd probably have to say
Sorry.
for divers,
Sorry.
for divers, it's really hard with divers. I think maybe Magic. I always felt like Magic was super fair.
We haven't had a Magic meta since like it was played in Pro. I remember Amazing used to play in Pro like back in season 1? It was like
Yeah.
season 1 or 2, and then they have it's never been.
2 is when she got the
Because
Strange team up.
Dive has always been super oppressive when like it's meta. So like Black Cat and Daredevil on release, like those characters were just insane. Like there was no, the counterplay was really like inconsistent with them. And then I guess for poke, I'd probably say like Phoenix. I feel like Phoenix is probably
No, but
the most
which
fair
one
spot right
would you
now.
prefer though? Like if you
I would
chose,
probably say Phoenix.
you want
Yeah,
Not
probably
not
Phoenix.
not
think-
Cyclops. You don't think Cyclops is like a more ethical type of poke hero?
Kinda, but he does have some like cheese with
Yeah.
his right click sometimes, where like you just blow up behind the corner.
especially supports, yeah. Yeah, he feels
and
more fair to fight as a tank, but probably less fair as a squishy, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
for support, I'd probably say Adam Mantis, because here's the thing about Mantis. Obviously, right now she's really bad for the game, but there has never been more fun on support than playing Mantis. And like ever since the old seasons, because before when Mantis was meta in season 1, like everyone enjoyed playing support. That was the only time people would be willing, DPS players would be willing to just sit there and actually play support. As opposed to now, it's like you can never get your egotistical DPS to ever swap off. Like it's never gonna happen. But when you have these characters that are super fun but also like do damage and stuff in a healthy way, because like Mantis's damage is pretty healthy compared to Luna, where she just sits there, freezes you. There's no counterplay. Once you're frozen, you're just dead. Like that's just never fair. I don't know. So that's my 3:
That's your
Strange, Phoenix, and then
Then
Mantis,
Mantis.
probably.
All right, well, okay, I'll ask you in a second, but I want you to imagine this meta, okay? Imagine this meta real quick. Best in slot, Penny, Hawkeye?
All right.
Ultron.
Aw.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Okay.
You lost
You're
me
sick.
at penny, bro.
You're a sick
Yeah.
man.
You lost me at Petty, bro.
No? Oh, okay. Entei, what about what's your top 3? What's your 3?
All right. Top 3. Good question. I'll take a Mag or Strange. I feel like those are the most skillful / balanced heroes out of the entire tank pool. Mainly because like we've had an Emma meta. That shit was AIDS.
Cancer.
We had a Thing meta. We're technically in a Thing meta.
Cancer.
That shit is also
I still hate
Cancer.
that fucking character, by the way.
I was just locking it just to speedrun getting to C2. Like that shit was just you literally just hold right
There's
click.
a lot of characters we haven't had a meta around. Just saying.
All right. Scarlet meta will. Listen, can I just say, fuck my answer for the rest of them. I don't matter. We will never. This game will never have a Scarlet meta.
Stop.
As long as I exist. As long as I will make
Listen,
every
that's
Yap video possible.
That's because
to
of
make
you.
sure
Entei.
that it
Yeah,
doesn't happen.
no,
because
we'll
of you,
definitely hit a
Entei.
Scarlet meta when she's reworked in season 13 as a support.
W leak. We just leaked it. We leaked the script.
W
We just leaked the script, guys.
My bad, guys. My bad.
What do you think of a strat pool meta? That'd be fun, right?
I think
I
that
fucking
Strap
I
Pool
would love that
already,
shit.
though, right?
I love strap pool.
Wasn't he already meta?
Well,
At least they took
Oh.
the support anyway.
One above
It was-
all.
it was
meta,
tank
maybe.
pool, no?
Yeah. I don't really know unless they dramatically changed his kit. I don't really.
Oh, I
think
almost
that low
forgot.
Eagles
I
could
was
ever
supposed
use
to
him.
mention something earlier when y'all were talking about stacking.
What's
What do
that?
y'all feel about that? Do you guys think they should bring back stacking to Celestial?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Because like that's one of the main
Yeah.
reasons. Like I feel like the game has an issue where it encourages its top players to smurf. Like I was in a GM lobby
100%.
where I ran into Jitward, Quackley, and like 2 other one above all players in a 4-stack in GM2.
Yeah, like I think 10 of my games today,
I
like
just
5
ran
of them
into
I
somebody like
went
that.
against Moxie on a Smurf. 3 of them I went against Donatello on a Smurf. Like today I was just playing Smurfs the entire fucking day from top 500. That's literally all I was doing today. I mean,
Because the
that's
queue times in top 500 are so long.
Yeah,
and
I don't
like,
even blame
nobody...
him. I don't even blame him. But like that's literally every single one of my games is not with fucking actual C1 players. It's with like players that are higher than C1. They're just playing there, just for vibes. That's it.
Yeah, I think the problem with that, like the reason it even exists is because like bronze to like plat isn't even a rank. So it's like you move past that and then now you only have literally diamond and GM to play with your friends. So like there's just not enough time you get to play with them, and then once you get celestial, now you're just alone in your room sitting at like 3 a.m.
Like
queuing
literally,
games.
like I stopped trying to hit Eternity. Like once I hit Eternity, I literally just stopped playing the game. Like other than content
Yeah.
purposes, because
That's why I think they need another rank, because now, or they rather fix rank or they make another rank so you can actually play with your
You
friends.
want to hear my? You want to hear my opinion? 5 divisions per rank lose more than you gain starting in gold.
I'm with you.
I thought you were about to. I thought you were
I'm
about.
so with you.
I thought you were about to say
I'm so
5
with
avoid
you.
slots, which I'm fucking down for.
I'm with
Can-
that too.
can we-
3 is
I'll take that
crazy.
shit too. But listen, Overwatch
5
did it
bans.
right.
No, I was kidding.
Overwatch did it right. We're gonna need 5 bans in like 2 years.
Yeah, we need
'Cause, like,
we need no double bans
I'm
right
thinking
now.
about that.
We need
Wait a
no
minute,
double
5
bans
bans. No, like
today.
think about it. In the next 2 years, 12 characters a year, 24 characters over the next 2 years. Maybe 26 if they feel
Yeah.
like doing a double release season.
And,
I don't know.
And like the big high up director or whatever said that they have like hundreds of characters already like loosely planned. Like they want this game to eventually have fucking like everybody in the whole fucking
Yeah,
MCU that you could possibly have.
Yeah, GT, we gonna need like 5 bans. That's gonna be so toxic.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be sick to just, I was about to say, what if you just like woke up, you go into a coma, you wake up at 10 years, and there's fucking 300 goddamn Marvel Rivals characters
Yeah,
to pick,
that would be
bro.
so insane. No, Rivals 2 would have dropped by
Yeah,
then.
holy
I mean,
shit.
They gotta
Rivals
fix
2.
the UI then. They gotta
We're
fix the
gonna-
HUD. I'm tired of having to scroll whenever I have to swap screens.
Yeah,
At this point, we're going to Tokon.
Yeah.
I need to play Nexus. I'm not gonna lie. I like seeing other people from the FGC, especially
No.
since he plays Smash. That's
we
like
gotta,
literally my cousin.
We gotta run it.
Like that's my
Yeah,
cousin.
bro,
Who you
'cause
play?
and
It's
I
okay.
play Loki.
My man sticks to the lore.
Bro,
the-
I've been
the-
labbing like 20
He's
hours
the
of
god
Tokon.
of mix. I hate his mix. His mix is the most disgusting in the entire game.
Yeah, his mix is nasty. It's actually nasty. But I've been playing like a lot because I grew up playing Smash, and like I said, I have about like 35K earnings from Smash, and I've been playing a lot as a kid, and I basically grew up with it. So like making the swaps to hero shooters, and going from fighting games to hero shooters, and seeing how poorly they choose to balance the game sometimes, I was like, is this even real? Like. This can't be possible, right? Like, how are we going so unchecked for so long? Like, they fired everyone in Street Fighter or in. Capcom.
I mean, well, that's the thing.
I think
like,
it's easier to balance though, because remember, all right. So if you nerf one thing, the other thing becomes meta. So now you have to worry about nerfing that thing. But this hero is keeping this other hero in check. So if you nerf this hero, now this hero that was being kept in check by that hero suddenly becomes busted.
Yeah.
So you need to buff the other counter and give them another. You see how it just gets convoluted? It's like 6 things in the match that you have to balance around. Not to mention the stages, the queue times, the team ups. So like it gets fucked if you really like. You can't just put one needle inside the board, because then all of a sudden now you need to worry about the other shit that comes along with fixing that one issue. Because trust me, you think it's a fix until you realize, okay, we nerfed Black Cat, we nerfed Didi. Okay, fuck. Now Hela just goes unchecked. Elsa goes unchecked. Okay, now we nerf Elsa. Okay. Well, now we're in a poke meta. Cyclops is basically strong as shit. Okay, well, now this other support that was getting kept in check by Elsa just runs the fucking lobby. You can't run dive anymore because, you see, it just gets convoluted.
Yeah, you nerf dive and Hawkeye.
It's a chain reaction. Like, you nerf
if
one
a fighting
character,
game character... Like, if fighting games don't get balanced fast, the fighting game players just leave.
Well, they do get balanced fast, except for Tekken. Like, I came from Tekken.
Well, I mean,
that
but
shit
like,
was asked
you could just
for
leave.
years.
But you could just leave and play. Like, most fighting game players play like every fighting game. They just jump from one fighting game to the next one. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do if you get pissed off at Marvel Rivals? You gonna go play Overwatch? Yeah, fucking kill me. Like, play like, there's no other option. We can't run away from this. If you like hero shooters, you have no fucking option. You play this. That's it. I'm sorry.
I didn't come from Overwatch. Rivals was like my first hero shooter. I came from Dead by Daylight. And because I was a big MCU
your community
fan,
is toxic as shit.
Well, listen,
Your
right? It's horrible, bro. But since I came up just watching MCU movies, I'm like, oh crap! Like it's a bit like more relatable because you understand character stories, and than Overwatch. Like I've tried playing Overwatch, but it's not like I'm not really. I don't really like it. Like I can't relate with like the characters with like it's kind of like
what made you like Wanda so much? Do you do you like the movies or?
I've always just like been fond of like the movies. I mean, she's arguably like one of the most like powerful. I kind of stuck to Spider-Man obviously as like a kid, but like when I grew up, I always just wanted to find that next person. I felt like everybody was just. I like a bit of a difference maker. For example, when you go buy something wherever it is, you're always gonna find just Spider-Man, Iron Man stuff kind of first, right? I kind of like what people don't like and what people kind of hate, if that makes sense. It's kind of the reason why I play one. I kind of like to play a character that doesn't work, but how can I make it work? It's more of like the story for me. Like, there's always like something troubling about certain characters, but
that interests me. Like Mehtric, why did you pick up Iron Man? Because I legit think you could. I mean, I know for a fact you could get top 500 on like any other character you put your mind to. So like, why the fuck do you why are you married to Iron Man? Is it just for the content, or do you just really like
Maximum?
Yeah. So it started off. I used to play like Punisher when the game first started. I was a big Punisher hella person, hit skin, and one lobby I remember some dude, I don't know who he is, but he cooked me bad on Iron Man. Like he did me bad, and I couldn't do anything. So I was like, okay, I gotta learn Iron Man. And then I started actually playing him, and I just fell in love with his gameplay loop. I started watching the movies. He just became my favorite character, bro. So
that's actually fucking dope. That's actually cool.
Yeah.
The Marvel Rivals game got you into the movies.
Captain Coach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Doom's favorite character now.
I have a question for Captain Coach and Mehtric. So like, I know you guys deal with this a lot, and I've been dealing with it a lot recently. Like my whole avoid list, I only have 3 avoids, right? And my whole avoid list is just thrower or people that just hate me, so they throw my game the moment I'm in it. And like that means I can't avoid any of the actual bad players in that moment because I just have to make sure these people are never in my team. So I wanted to ask you guys, like,
you gotta run a duo.
What do you guys think they can do to increase the competitive integrity of the game?
Well,
that's tricky, bro.
Like you're
It's
talking
kind of like
about.
it's kind of like stream sniping. You can't. I mean, There's only so much you could do other than just hide your name.
Yeah, except it's not even
yeah, I
ban
mean,
worthy,
like,
by the
bro,
way. It's not bannable, by the way. It's not against fucking netties, by the way. Like it's
Yeah.
not
You're
against the
talking-
rules to stream snipe, by the way.
Yeah, well,
whatever
he's
reason.
funny. He's talking about stream sniping in the game, and I like how to improve the competitive integrity. And the first time I stream snipe was like 2 days ago. I just
Wait.
I did it to K-Star because she's like my friend or whatever. I was just like, fucking, I'm not streaming. I'm bored. I'm gonna see how hard it is to snipe somebody. I went to her stream. I timed it like exactly instant pop. We both get him like, oh, I'm in. I got our team and we won. So W stream snipe.
No,
so.
I mean more so in the way that like,
yeah.
let's say you do get someone reported, or like you report someone, they do face a penalty. Those people will literally, like, I had a guy come in and just like absolutely slur me out for like a minute straight, and he got a 15-minute penalty. This guy literally added me on Discord to let me know he got a 15-minute penalty. That is crazy. And he like cursed my whole bloodline. He did all these things.
It's like
I envy the amount of hate that person has toward, like, to feel any level of that emotion
like
is
someone
just like, I
gets-
envy that.
he gets
it's
proclaimed
too easy to
innocent in
throw in
court,
this
and
game.
he's laughing at you like, I did that shit. I did that shit.
Yeah, he
Like,
laughed in my
he,
face,
like,
letting me
doesn't-
know that, hey, your report
That motherfucker got
me a
J-Omo on the
15-minute ban,
case.
and that's it.
Oh,
I just have to hold that.
It's funny
I
that
just
you're
have to hold that.
Like,
You
I'm
wanna
gonna
hear
keep it a buck. It's too easy to throw in Marvel Rivals. How do I know this? Because I got pissed off, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect. I most definitely ran somebody's game down on Blade. As y'all know.
That's the second drama I wanted to bring up at some point. I figured we'd get to it.
it's a good time since I already brought it up. But yeah, essentially, I was in somebody's game, and he brought up the tournament. And I'm not gonna lie, I was getting mad as shit. He was like, get on your one trick. I was like, oh, I'm gonna show you one trick. I'm gonna run your shit down now. You lost 20 SO.
I'll tell you one button W key. It's straight into
W
spawn.
key.
Yeah.
For the rest of the game. He goes to the account that I don't play Blade on, screenshot it, and said, oh my gosh, he has a 7% win rate. If you go there, it's not actually 7%. And I don't play Blade on that account.
Yeah, because
But people found it so funny alongside the tournament drama that it was just like, fuck it,
No.
we're just gonna go, we're gonna run with this, and it's just
7%.
7%.
I see that spammed like everywhere, like places.
It's in every one of my videos. I
saw it in a non-Marvel Rivals TikTok. Someone put it in there just randomly, just referencing the. I was like, what the fuck is this? That's insane.
Yeah.
On the bright
I
side,
remember
though,
you
all
guys-
this drama that I've been in is gonna give me hella merch. Like, I'm gonna start
Yeah,
making
so-
t-shirts, and like when I
It's
start
a
selling, them, it's gonna be
7%.
like 7% across the front. I'm gonna have
Oh.
another like hoodie that says Boo Boo on it. I'm gonna have like another Team Xeno sweatshirt or sweatpants. I don't know.
You should just have a
I like
shirt
that
that's
business mindset though. I like it. They can't bring you down.
like, do like the final
They
hits or
try
whatever.
though. They
you guys
try.
You guys remember the int list, right? Like the
Fire
whole
them.
thing where like, oh, like people will pay to throw your games.
Yep.
And like
Yeah.
recently, I've had like there's these 5 people in a group chat that will literally like wait for me to queue. Like I've seen what they do. They literally sit there
Yeah.
and like wait for me to queue, and they get paid. Like they get paid to do this. And one of the guys, he was like, "Well, I don't care if you report me. I'm on my 8th alt account." It's like, yeah, bro. All right.
Yeah.
Why,
Like,
wait, why do they don't like you though? Like I've
So-
watched you. You're not really toxic. You're
Yeah, so there's this video that dropped like a week ago. I'm not gonna get into the drama of it, but it was this guy named Coco Loco, right? And he dropped a video talking about like harassment in the top 1% of rivals, and like my name was in there. And ever since then, there's like this group of people that just came after me like relentlessly. And again, I get on, I just play the game. Like I've never came after anyone else. I never done anything, and it just really sucked. But point is, like, I get these people that will come in and do these things, and like there's no punishment ever for these people, like ever. They can just do this day in, day out, and like I know it's hard to do it because it's a free game, but at the very least, like, you see these people clearly throwing the game. If this was League, they'd be gone for like a month, like minimum. They'd be gone for a while.
Yeah.
Some people get hardware banned,
Yeah.
but
No,
on
you're
Rivals, you get 15-minute ban, and that's it.
Yeah, so I actually just got on Saturday I had a pretty wild stream. I got a guy banned for 100 years on the spot and point compensation for the first time for rage hacking against me. And I know I was suspicious of him to begin
I've
with.
never heard of that one.
Yeah, right. Well, you can't really rage hack on Wanda. I was suspicious of him because his name was Captain Roach. So I'm like, okay, already I know this guy's coming here and you're trying to fuck with me. So he starts freaking out and starts trying to attack me. And I noticed like an uptick in the amount of my games being thrown after I got that guy banned. Next day, I get someone saying like whatever, Captain Roach was right, like, not cheating. And then like they started calling me slurs. And then they only got a 24-hour ban for that. So like I have seen the report system work. But yeah, like to your point, not enough penalties at all. Because there's Coach Mills, now bring it all together, True Lord, which is someone who's thrown.
Shout out True Lord.
Shout out True Lord. I can't believe I'm saying this. Guy who would just run our games down on site. But the biggest sniper you'd ever.
Mostly you.
Mostly. Was this because you queued with me?
When I would randomly queue into him, he would always be like, "Hey, Coach Mills," and then it was like,
oh really?
Yeah, but it would be like there was like a tension of like he could throw at any time, but he never did.
He ever?
He never did. He never threw my games, but he like. Well, there was always like the potential threat. I think when I ran into him, it was when he was trying to rank back up so that he can snipe you again and throw back down. Like every time, like
so
that.
insane,
No,
bro. It's
like
actually so
I
insane.
swear he had probably got for like months probably got over 20 of my games just like
No,
thrown. I would eventually just dodge.
It was fucking insane.
But anyway, long story short, he for whatever reason, I guess at the time, I think it's because Lucky Zeal, he did it to Lucky Zeal. He got a month ban reported. Came back. Just showed his face in my chat. Yo, what's up, coach? And then I kind of like I gave him the openness, like, hey, what's up, man? You did your time. Like, are you guys still gonna throw my shit? And he's like, no, I'm not. And he's reformed now. He's chill. Like he comes to my stream like most days, and it's like, okay, the system works there. So, like, how much do we need to turn up the penalties? Like, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, so it's tough to say. But like, it's very clear that there needs to be more done.
To knock out.
Yeah, for sure. I think the other thing about that too is that with penalties, right? It's like they give them the penalties, they probably just hop on their other alt account. And I even had like a guy who he came in one day, he said, hey, like we were in a game ban phase, and he was like, hey, I love your streams and stuff, by the way. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then he target bans my character after saying that. And I'm just like, yo, what the hell, bro? Like, how you gonna don't even talk to me no more? How you gonna say, hey, I'm a fan, and then ban my character? And then ever since that interaction, he didn't know I was actually joking. I wasn't actually mad, but he took it seriously. It's like that one scene in Incredibles where like he throws a poster on the floor, or the frame on the floor, and he basically just like decided to make it his mission to throw any game he sees me in, because I was, I guess, a little disrespectful to him. But like, you can't just see me, say you're a fan, and throw my ban my character, and then expect me to be like all happy and stuff.
Because
I got a question for all you. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, what is the smallest infraction that would cause you to throw somebody's game? Like, what is the bare minimum for you to want to actually feel like, or would you never do it? Would you never throw?
If I hear them eating, no, I'm just kidding. I don't fucking know.
I've never thrown a game. Like,
I
they
hate
said hi.
ignorance. I'm gonna let everybody else go first because I have a monologue prepared.
Oh shit! Oh! Wait, no, you go.
Okay.
You should break the ice. Let's go.
That was villain speech.
All
There you
right,
go.
let's break the ice. I hate ignorance. It's a multitude of people in this game, specifically support players, that get on my nerves, specifically Cloak and Dagger players. Luna players of the sword. I just hate them. I hate when they breathe into the mic and they talk shit and they act like they know how to play the fucking game. So when I see them ult from spawn or play stupidly or ult terribly, I know something in my heart just activates.
Mills, this is going to set us back at least 3 or 4 support episodes.
It activates within me, and I don't know. I just get the urge to lock Blade and just run it down main. Because if you're going to run my shit down main, my support ult that was supposed to be used to win the game, you know, I feel very, very, very activated to just run your shit down, especially if you're being ignorant and
This is a safe space to air out your gripes. Like, let us know how you feel. You know, what's like?
Yeah, because I was gonna ask later. I mean, it's kind of ties in. I was gonna ask like, what's the mains of a character that you always just hate to see? Like you just know they're gonna be terrible.
Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak
Cloak isn't that bad.
D&D.
Bro.
I don't think
D&D.
You think
Cloak
it's
and
D&D?
Dagger.
Cloak ain't that bad, bro.
Cloak Dagger.
I don't know if I want to say mine.
What's yours, Coach?
Bro, I said on stream literally yesterday, like I avoid every wand I get. Gary, this guaranteed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said. I even told the person like it was Quibbles. I'm like nothing personal. I just avoid every wand I get. So you shouldn't even be in my game right now. Like,
Actually, you know what? You had me when you said Quibbles.
Yeah.
all right, bye. It wasn't anything personal.
Listen. For me, it's Iron Man.
Oh shit!
And it's not.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? For me, it's Loki, dude. Fucking
all attack
Loki,
each other
man.
right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it a
Hold on.
$150
I
with
play
you
Loki,
though.
bro.
I've only met 2 good Iron Mans. It's Mehtric and fucking Virgie. It's
No,
like
I'm-
those. are
Wait,
the only
that you
2.
can't heal them, right? Is that why?
I can't heal them, and then like when they need healing, they be going like, like and I'm like, yo, I can't hit that,
I
bro.
hate playing with Loki players. Bro.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
That's
It's
like the
mutual
worst.
hate.
That'd be the worst duo of all time.
Uh,
That's actually hilarious.
No, we
I
probably
guess-
win every game. Low key.
Yo, we should
We
play, bro.
might-
We should play.
I guess
copy
Coach.
Iron Man. We do a double Iron Man.
That's actually
Yeah,
that would be
fire.
fucking
That would
sick.
be fire.
No, Cap. To piggyback off you, like I do love Quibbles, but I have this just inside and beef when like people just want to constantly remind me about this damn rivals tracker, and then when I get up there and finally take the spot, and then it's kind of like I just don't like seeing other streamers title themselves rank 1 this, rank 1 that. Like it's just I don't know if you guys ever feel like that way, you know, especially you guys being like, oh, you know,
That's
you
that
guys
DPS
OTP.
ego. It's good to know
I
Wanda
just-
players still have it.
Like I just don't find it like comfortable. Like I don't know. That's just kind of like my thing.
Niggas say he uncomfortable when niggas.
I just
stand
get
there.
uncomfortable, bro.
well,
Like,
you're fucking lucky that
you
Mike's
don't wanna
above
act
you.
up.
You're lucky that Mike's above
I
you
just
doesn't
don't
want to
care.
get rank 1 on your hero. Because I swear that motherfucker.
Listen,
That motherfucker gets. If Mike's above you decides he wants rank 1 on your hero, you're fucked. I'm
Text him
I'm
right now.
I'm just letting you know right now.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
just the
whoa,
way-
whoa.
No, I'm
Whoa,
just
listen.
I'm not
just
gonna lie.
saying,
No,
bro.
that's a
I'm just-
video. I'm gonna make sure he sees
That
it. too.
motherfucker, I was like, oh, I'm
Listen,
gonna try out the
listen.
hood, and then this motherfucker goes 15-0, straight to 1 above all on the hood, first day. All right, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
I know
you're
they
not
can
a
do it,
human
but
player.
He did it
It's
on
to the-
Dino, bro.
I know. That's
Like,
what I'm
are we
saying.
doing?
Like you only get rank 1 as long as he doesn't want it. I'm just saying. All right.
Like-
Anyways, go on. Move on.
I know they can do it, but it's just to the. There's not many of us. There's not many of us creators who play the character that I play. There's not many of us creators, so it's mainly to them. It's mainly me just saying fuck off to them. You know. And I don't want to name drop because a part of me wants to, but
Just
it's mainly
name drop. Let
to
your
them.
nuts hang.
Listen, it's mainly to Quibbles, to Old Ass Cat, to Senko, to Cherry Cola FPS, to all of you motherfuckers
Yeah,
trying to take
yo,
my
yo,
spot.
he
Just
fold-
chill the fuck out,
He
bro.
folded
Liz.
immediately.
Chill out there.
Floodgates.
Fucking yo, you know what it is? M Gala,
immediately
Mulch
instead of
Maximoff.
calling it-
Yo, just chill the fuck out, yo. Just stop telling. Just stop going on your title and your Streamlabs description
they-
and saying rank 1.
They
bro,
can
just
start
stop.
putting rank 2 from now on. It's all good.
Like I feel like all the Wanda mains are like crabs in a bucket, bro. Like, just-
He said, I don't want to drop no name. I don't want to
God
drop no
damn.
name. Quibbles, Cinco, that bitch ass nigga.
No, y'all gotta fucking stop, bro. No, seriously, y'all
Drop
gotta no.
everything, bro.
Hey, genuinely, bro, they gotta be tight, bro. Every
I'm not
bro.
gonna lie.
Every fucking
crab
day,
Wanda
bro.
skin when.
There are I know that there are some good fucking Punisher mains like Momo and like some players that are good at Punisher, but I think the most brain dead players are Punisher players that I meet on a consistent basis. Like they're so bad.
And I was
they're
saying
so
this,
fucking.
no.
If they made
Listen
Punisher.
here, bro.
Good Punisher players would not main Punisher. They'd play some other fucking character.
I'm
like,
with Entei.
Punisher
Close.
players are
You
indeed
know?
brain dead, including Momo. I need you to understand.
No.
If
If
Momo couldn't aim,
Momo's good, but he can aim.
Momo
But he can
has
aim.
Game sense. I've talked about this with him before. He has zero game sense. He invented
I
that.
know,
blitz
but he has.
style
Who
because
cares?
it's
He has
so
aim.
stupidly easy.
But
You just
my
go-
problem is Punisher players. They're all the same, but at least he can aim. They're all the same.
He can aim. That's the only thing that's saving his life is the fact that he has good
Nah.
aim.
In their
I'm
mind,
gonna-
they're all like suppressed, bro. Blasting max fucking volume music, running
Listen,
it down. That's it.
I'm gonna. As much as I've had beef with Momo in the past, I had him on my team in a tournament. He has Yeah, I think he has good game sense. I think he just chooses to run games.
No, he doesn't.
just wants
He
to click
does
on
not.
it.
He can just aim. I promise you.
he-
Wallah,
you
all
can't-
he
you-
has is aim. All he has is good aim.
no, he's actually a good player. He's actually a good
I
player.
know
I think he's
good,
pretty
but he
smart. I
can
think he's
aim.
pretty smart.
he's
Yeah,
good.
I gotta.
So I got a question
I
for you
think
guys.
funny.
Like, kind of going back to like balancing and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
wait.
do you guys
Oh, yeah.
think that some team ups actually restrict the character of being buffed? So, like for instance, with Loki, the reason they nerfed his damage in the first place was because they brought the Mantis team up, which gave him damage boost. But then now, if you didn't have Mantis on your team, now he was just doing like piss air damage, right? But like now that he has a Mantis team up back, he has damage kind of back. But now it's like this Hela team up is so fun, but now I have to play a version of Loki that's nerfed because of this team up that exists, and you want to sit there and wish the team up didn't exist because they'd make the base kit of the character better.
Because what does the team up do? It just you get flat damage buff, right, when you have it selected.
It's like I think it's 10% damage boost.
Yeah, I think all of those effects are dumb. The same thing with Elsa and the Dino team up, where it just increases their bullet damage. Like that shit should never happen. Like Punisher as well with the, like the Daredevil team up with Punisher just straight up increases his damage. Like if you have to do that to even make it comparable, then that team up is not strong enough. Just make the effect stronger, make the effect more unique, give it a reason to be picked, besides just giving a fucking flat buff. It's just to me, it's just dumb.
bad.
It's,
I don't have
it's
a say in
lazy.
this
is what
question,
it is.
unfortunately.
I could weigh in here. So like the Dino team up with the Jeff beam, I think is probably one of their best design ones after testing it, because you can feel like you're missing out on value using it because you're not playing in a way that's like now optimal, because you feel like you're like not as limited. Like, okay, with the beam, it's like I like how it completely changes the way you think and play the hero. And I think with team ups that do that, it can be tricky because like the Jeff one just got buffed, and I think people are still kind of exploring and figuring stuff out. Like you got to be careful with things that encourage you to do something, but you like. To me, the Dino one's perfect because you still have that freedom to play the way you always have been and kind of just get that bonus value, or like create an entirely new play style.
So people might have not figured out the pieces.
Yes.
Right.
So I think you got to be careful when you look at it that way, because a lot of the team ups, like the like I just found out. I mean, maybe not found out, but like I've been using the Rocket team up with the Acorns, and that one's just like objectively better than the Groot one. And it's just
that
like
one's fun though.
it's
I
fun.
just hate when rivals get stagnant. Like I hate it. Like, and I don't know if this is a bad thing. I hate it when we kind of like see like the same. I don't know if like I hate comps or like metas that I consistently see. I like fluctuations, like different stuff. I think the other game I got like two Fantastics like back to back, but I kind of enjoyed it though because I like the fluctuation of just like
variety.
different
Yeah.
characters. And I'm going because I haven't seen somebody play Jeff in a long time, or Ironfist. It's just all Hood, Mag, Elsa, Black Cat, Cloak. It's every single game that I'm playing in like GM or Cell. It's just I don't know, but hopefully maybe one day there's a way to make it fluctuate. But then when you have like skill varieties, it's kind of hard.
I think you got to nerf heroes so that there's not an arms race to swap to the best thing all the time. I think that's like the biggest issue is people just feel like there's something in the game they can't beat, and then they have to swap. Like swapping is always the answer when there's stuff that's just so much better than other things.
Share this. So
Yeah,
this was.
so-
I wanted to share this real quick with y'all. So this is Dylan Dubs. I mean, a lot of y'all probably know him. He's pretty chill on ladder. He grinds a lot. And he doesn't get tilted by all too much. But he said this yesterday, and it went kind of viral. The problem with Rivals matchmaking isn't the game itself. It's the community. There's no punishment for throwers. The game is literally decided on who gets the worst thrower. Many of us are playing the game for content right now. It's impossible to take this Mickey Mouse ranked system serious. What are your
That's
thoughts
fair.
on that?
Fully agree.
I think
Fully agree.
that's like 100% because after every ranked match, it's like always about like who somehow it just gets brought up as that somebody eventually did like the worst, and it's just always talked about like in game. Like there's always just gonna be like that one factor, and it's always gonna be like that one person. Like I can't genuinely talk about when was the last time I had like a real good game, like a long game, like
Yeah, I want to touch up on that a little bit. I think it's just true because, okay, let me put it this way. When you hit C1 or like even C3, let's say C3 and up, everyone stays relatively the same skill. It's just a matter of whose mental is better. So like you're
Basically.
sitting there, you're queuing games,
Yeah.
it feels almost 50-50 because like you're all almost the same skill level. If we want to make it more realistic, we can say C1 and above. You're all almost equivalent in skill, so it just becomes like okay, who has that one guy that's just gonna throw the game? Who has the worst mental? Because it becomes a mental battle at some point. No longer a who mechanically is better, or who has more awareness, or who is this and that. It just becomes okay, who has the man child and who doesn't? Who's gonna throw the tantrum and who's not? That's really what it boils down to. It just feels like at some point in range.
I mean, but the thing is, like, eventually, it's always gonna be somebody, right? You might be someone that you don't throw games ever, but like eventually you get a little too tired. You're like, or maybe you're pissed off. You fuck up an ult. You're like, fuck this. I'm gonna swap to whatever.
Yeah.
And then like that might be
I've
the
swapped
only
on
one.
Trap
That
a few
means like
times.
the only game that you ever throw. But the next game you play, it's gonna be someone else that it's the only game they ever threw, and it's just like a cycle. It's like a cycle of like.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I would have
Yeah, for sure.
disagreed with this post up until like right today when I went to EU and I saw like a drastic like I know we talked about it at the start, but there's just like a disconnect, I think, with a lot of people. Like there is just such an unwillingness to swap or try comps other than just the most you're nodding your head, Steven. Just like the most broken meta stuff. And I tried to explain to people, like the other day I wanted a triple tank, triple healer comp because we were like close to it. I'm like, guys, this is really good. Like this will actually work. And there's like some weird like rule set that people have from like other games that they just cannot see a world where they run anything other than like triple healer or 2-2-2, and it really kind of bothers me, and I wish the community was more open-minded in that regard.
Yeah.
This goes back to what I'm saying. Everybody plays. Well, not everybody, but most people. I don't know. Can I say that most people go into a ranked match if they're solo queue and just playing for themselves rather than for the team? I don't.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, I don't know if you guys may agree with this or not, but I think support, and I'll explain, I just wanted to hear what you guys, like, yes or no on this. I think support has had probably the most unfair treatment with character releases thus far. Do you
Like,
guys,
what do you
agree
mean
or-
when you say unfair?
Yeah, I
mean,
need you
like-
to elaborate before I agree.
So, okay. So, let's say game drops, right? The game is released, and then there's like 5 support characters, and half of them you can't even play because of triple support, right? Then they drop Ultron, which is another triple support character, which you can't just simply hop on and play whenever you want because he's triple support, right? After Ultron, they dropped Gambit, who was permabanned. So now, first release was Ultron, which you can't play half the time. Next character is just permabanned. And then after that, they dropped Fauwkz, which was the first non-permaban, non-triple support character in the last like half a year of the game. And then after that, they dropped Jubilee, which is considered really terrible, and your team will probably like throw if they see you on the character. So I feel like from the release of the game, they only had like one successful support that people actually kind of enjoyed, which was Fauwkz, and they kind of buffed her to where people hate her now. But I feel like that.
I mean, you're
Ultron-
kind of in a way you're suffering from success though. Like you're asking them to keep you in that pocket of like strong but not broken, right? I feel like that's really hard. Like it's not easy to do strong but not broken, especially for
Yeah.
supports.
I think Triple just sucked really badly because it made Ultron unplayable unless you were in it. And then obviously Gambit drops and he's permabanned, so he's not even really in the game, it felt like. And then so that you went 3 seasons as a support player with no new characters almost until Fauwkz drops. So I felt like that was just really unfair.
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I don't know if that's just uniquely a support problem though, because they fuck up in similar ways with DPS too. Like they fucked up with Blade. They fucked up in the same way
At
they
least
fucked up with
DPS
Gambit
get
with
popular
Torch.
characters though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well, popularity. I mean, Gambit's super popular. I mean, that's popular.
Yeah, but he
compared
was
to what the
permabanned. Like he was just
like, he was
never
perma-
played.
No,
it.
no,
Like,
no, I know.
compared
I
to
don't
like
think
the popularity of like
popular.
DPS
I-
role characters, like y'all
think
got Blade,
Is
Daredevil,
is
Phoenix.
Blade more popular than Gambit? I'm actually curious.
I don't think
Yeah.
no.
I don't
would say
think
yeah.
so.
I would
I
say
don't
so.
think
I don't
so.
think so.
I do not
I
think
think
so at
so.
all.
I think
Well, we
so.
just-
I think so for sure.
I don't
Well,
think so.
actually,
maybe
no,
maybe
I
you
can't
might,
say that.
You might be
They were
right.
they were just boasting the last.
I think Blade
Deadpool
could be
movie.
more popular. They just have never supported it in the way that they should and like enabled it. I mean, we're still waiting on the fucking movie just got canceled by the way, or like
The
allegedly
series,
canceled.
yeah.
Yeah, like
I think-
the movie with whatchamacallit.
Marshall
But, like,
Ali.
Blade jump started like
Yeah,
the
they
whole
hate Blade.
MCU.
They-
Like way back when. Like that was
Well,
the first movie that did well before Iron Man. Like that was the whole reason the Iron Man project got put into development, because after the Blade series of movies did well, they were like, okay, let's take
Was it Blade?
another
I
character.
thought it was Blade before X-Men 1? I don't even know.
Blade was
1,
before all
was-
that. Yeah, Blade was like.
Oh, it was
hold on.
1998. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's
Yeah, like
old
Blade
as
was the
fuck.
first one that blew up, and then after that, they were like, okay, bet there's actually potential here. Let's make a bunch of other movies.
Okay, I just recently rewatched Blade 1 and 2 actually with the fam.
But
Type shit.
about the support thing, I think
Not 3, though.
support
Fuck.
over any role
Oh yeah,
it-
did 2
it-
years before.
it has been affected by community perception more than the actual balance, like raw output, whatever you want to call, of the heroes. Because I think it's pretty much expected by the hero shooter community, that you're going to have at least 2 healers on the team, and that's just because of how strong that I think. Like you go back and look at a game like League or older games, and healers are way weaker. Like there's been a power creep just from game to game of healers just becoming stronger and stronger and stronger in these games, so people play them more. So I think the issue with the perception is that if your healer is not one of the best 2 to like 4 healers, it's a hero not worth picking. I mean, we saw that with Jeff, where they pushed the rework, right? So Jeff was like strong, had a cool identity. I mean, it was backline, so a lot of people didn't like it. But then they did the same thing with Rocket. He had a kind of unique. And they're kind of just homogenizing everything and making them. So would you say that's the issue you're kind of referring to, Nexus, or more?
Yeah. I think it's just always been super strict with support, because like, let's say Elsa, like currently right now, Elsa Blackheart, the best DPS in the game. If you pick Bucky per se, like your team wouldn't really care. Or if you picked any other DPS, your team wouldn't really care unless it's one of the very bottom ones, right? Almost the same with tank, not necessarily, but with support, it's like, if you hop on like Adam or like White Fauwkz, like that comp from the beginning, your team will not even give it a chance compared to like some B or C tier DPS. Like, but if you pick some bad ones on support, they'll never let it happen. Like your team will be complaining before you even get through, and that's because support role is like probably the most important in my opinion. So like, your team wants to have that like established backline with no like, I guess, chance of mistaking anything or like this or that, compared to DPS or tank, where you can kind of pick what you want with more freedom.
Yeah,
I mean, you're kind of suffering from success a little bit there. I mean, because of there's just such a clear drop off between, like, if we think of like the top 6 supports in the game, like their ultimates are just stronger than like everything. Like they're so strong that it's like it feels like those should be classified completely in their own category. Like Jeff is not on the same level of those characters, so people don't treat him as such. Like I'm not saying they should. Like you can obviously win games with Jeff or Adam or whoever, like whatever support, but like people's perception is that they need those really powerful ultimates versus like the difference between Ironfist and fucking Elsa. There is a massive difference between the 2 characters, but it's like neither of them like reach the level of like what is necessary in like a supporting
there's just so
role.
much importance with like support that like if you're not with those 6, then like people don't want to see it ever. And that's really what sucks, because there will be games where like you want to play Adam, or you want to play Stratpool, or you just want to play like some random stuff, and like your team won't even walk out of spawn until you swap, because like they don't see the Luna that they want, or like the Gambit that they want, and like it just really sucks. And it's really bad, because supports have to usually play around the team. Like, let's say Mehtric's on Iron Man, usually I'm the one that should swap for him, never the other way around, because as a support I'm the enabler, right? So it's like, if they're playing things, I have to swap according to my team. So it feels like half the supports are triple support, so you can't really play them 2-2-2, and then the other half don't have a transcendent ult, and then the other half, maybe they're not good for the comp that you want to play it into, so then you're stuck with like 3 options in a certain game for support, and it feels like horrendous sometimes. Like I want to play Stratpool, and I literally just get slurred out.
I think Stratpool is a character that I've done the most on and gotten blamed for the loss out of any character I've ever played. Like you can do so much on that character and no one fucking understands,
acknowledges it,
or like people don't even understand how your character functions. I can't tell you how many other support players, they pop their ult when I'm about to trigger my jackpot, or they run out of my tiny ass circle and die. Like DPS and supports, they don't understand like the radius. I don't know. I think there's a lot of misunderstandings about how that character even functions, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm curious for you guys, like, who do you guys think is the worst character in each role? And be careful, Captain.
Well, I did want to kind of touch back on when you were asking about your ideal meta for each role. When you mentioned Jeff, for me, it's actually Jeff because I just love a meta where it's not it's like support alts just constantly being dropped down.
The problem is Jeff is going to be mostly viable just in a dive comp. I mean, I love dive as a meta. That's my personal favorite, but not everyone's cup of tea is for dive. You kind of gotta because what would you be your best DPS, coach, if it was Jeff for the support? Because it would. Because I can't see a Jeff meta where the best DPS is not a dive DPS.
Well, I for me, it's like not so much. I think supports kind of define how the games play out so much more than the other roles that I look at it more of like at a macro sense for that, but like more of like a specific like what does a hero do? So for me, it's like a hero with clear weaknesses as DPS being strong, so they're reliant on like another hero to enable them. So. Yeah. Okay. So an example would be like Moon Knight. Moon Knight would be like a good meta to me because I think you can dive him, but like you team him up and then with like a Groot, and then all of a sudden he becomes better.
I like to. I kind of go the next step is like how strong would Moon Knight need to be to actually be the best DPS in the game? Like what would they have to, what would they have to do to that character for him to be the best?
I think that depends on maps as well. Like,
just buff his damage.
I think
that's really all he's missing. If you buff his damage, he just becomes disgusting. Because right now we're kind of in a brawl meta with.
I mean, well, he could still get. He can still get
great already, to be honest.
No, I think it just depends
I
on.
think that
like,
character is dog shit. I still think that character is bad. I don't know.
Maybe
I'm wrong.
I think
that's funny that we all disagree on the character though. You play Loki, bro. You are the most biased player ever.
I'd probably.
You play Loki.
My only DPS character is Moon Knight. He's the only DPS character I play Moon Knight. I have Lord on him.
You see, when you play Moon Knight, you're a Moon Knight player with a brain. No, I'm sorry. All right.
No, I used
to.
I'm
sorry. My bad.
A couple of seasons ago, I would always just every convergence map on attack, just run out with Moon Knight. I think there's like certain maps that cater or certain modes that cater towards like specific character. If it's like breaking.
That's
spawn,
also true. I agree.
Or like capturing point first in like a domination, like with like Venom or something like that. I think it just caters like characters cater more to like. The types of like environment, so I think Moon Knight helps out if I'm like on a Central Park or trying to attack, against like a dino and stuff like that. So I'd probably
I feel like he's more niche and heroes that are just generically usable, even if they take more skills, shouldn't just always be the best because you can just plug them and pick them. Like I do think that DPS should have to worry about comp like the other roles to an extent, and it's to me like. Half the DPS roster is really good, and the other half is just not even worth picking. And I think that's kind of the issue with the role personally.
It's kind of like tanks and supports have like these structured responsibilities, and DPS just have this general responsibility. Like that's why DPS are so much more interchangeable. They just don't have anything they have to do. They just have to contribute pressure and control angles. It's like literally all they have to do, and sometimes confirm kills, but like they don't even really need to confirm kills depending on the type of DPS they are, as long as they're outputting enough pressure. So like, yeah, I mean that's just why like, DPS players just get to do whatever the fuck they want in select screen and not get flamed for it unless you pick Wanda, basically.
I want to say though that like, because people complain about support ults all the time, right? Like I feel like support ults, people hate them. It's like you wait 10 seconds for one and then another one comes out and you're like, oh, well, they're on triple support. There's a third one, right? And it's just like, it's insufferable, right? But there are some ults in the game that if you don't have like a support ult, you just auto lose. Like, for instance, Star-Lord, unless you have a Mag or Emma, I guess, but like Star-Lord's ult has been so broken for like so long at this point, that's never going to be changed. And then you have Wolvult. I think Wolvult is like ridiculously broken. Like I pop ult on Hulk, or I'll pop like Venom ult, and I'm like, oh, I have 800 over health, and then I get Wolvulted, and it just never existed ever. And he one shots tanks, he one shots supports, he one shots DPS with his ult. Psylocke's kind of arguable. I don't think it's as broken, but there are just some ults in the game where like literally if you don't have an answer for it, like aka a support ult, then like you're going to die to it every time. So like it's not just simply a let's remove the support ults thing. I think it's more of like a let's remove the ults that make it so you need a support ult for it.
Because I'm curious what you think about that. But my general philosophy has always been the ultimates that are press a button, kill, or press a button, live are bad. Like they're poorly balanced and they're poorly inspired. Where they just do the one and it goes both ways, right? Like that's what Star-Lord Ultimate is. It's press a button, kill. That's literally all it is. and like things should require, I don't know, skill to execute more. They should require skill to execute, or like, but could you imagine a world where like maybe support ults are weaker, Starlord ult is similar, but it does like maybe 30% of the damage, 35% of the damage, something a lot less that requires you to like bait out cooldowns and use it, you know, in the right situation, blah blah blah, you know, and you would have to nerf like all these ults, but like.
You sound like my chat where they're like, oh, imagine a world where Wanda's ult is CC immune.
Oh shit.
Never.
No,
feel like-
we don't need
I
that.
feel like
We don't need
Star-Lord
that.
is
Imagine
balanced.
that in a trans ult, that would just break the game.
Is Starlord not balanced?
Oh
Starlord
yeah,
ult?
he's balanced, but not his maybe not his
Yeah.
ult. You think his ult's balanced?
I feel like his ult is super balanced. Just you can
Don't
kill him
say
out the
it.
air,
Don't
just
say
run
it.
away from it.
Maybe
Like, I feel like
if he
it's
didn't
balanced.
have two flips that make him invulnerable, like immortality flips.
I play Starlord,
Mehtric.
so I.
Mehtric, bro, there's no way. I promise
I know,
you, there's no
that's-
way Starlord ult is balanced, bro.
Bro,
Mills, you don't
I
think
kill
Wanda's the worst
Starlord
character
out
in
the
the game,
air,
do you?
bro.
No,
with
I
Iron
think the
Man.
worst character in the game is Hawkeye.
No.
Yeah.
I'm done with that
No,
LARP. I'm
no,
done.
it is-
I've heard
he's
so
so
much
fucking
Hawkeye
terrible.
LARP.
No, he's terrible. He's
Thank
terrible.
you, Mills. I appreciate
It's
that.
so bad, bro. There's fucking Hawkeye one tricks that have been consistent top 500 that are stuck in Grandmaster right now.
Captain, I see you
Like,
laughing over there.
Bro,
I think Hawkeye's
Like
decent.
his new team up is so broken.
No, it's terrible. The character is just the character is
His new team up.
the character
so...
is such a glass cannon character that dies to air. He literally just dies to air. Like the only way to keep him alive is to give him a quadruple pocket, and like even then.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the other thing about ults in this game is that, like, for instance, you look at Overwatch, right? Like, let's say Zarya ults, she, like, most of the time will need her team to follow up on it. But, like, let's say Groot comes off the top rope, he can ult, and he has enough damage himself to just kill everyone in the ult.
I mean, it's
Like,
it's
there's no-
kind
there's not
of similar.
necessarily-
It's kind of similar to Overwatch 1 Zarya. I mean, with full charge, you could fuck him up, but
Well, yeah,
It-
yeah. And then,
it
like,
was
let's
different.
say
Because
Ryan, or
because
Sorry,
because he
you
can
go.
cleave through like everybody, like with the walls and stuff.
yeah, the wall's just like you almost just die right away.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
just
true.
like
Yeah,
miserable.
that is
And then
actually
like let's look at Strange. Strange will like hit you with the eye, like his ult, and then like just one shot you after. It's just like
Hey, that's just
damn.
not easy, bro. That's
yeah, it's not.
that
It's
is
not.
that
It's
is not an
definitely-
easy.
There's definitely counterplay. There's definitely
Not when you
counterplay.
have Luna Charm.
Yeah, but I think they need to remove all of the damage boost in the game. All of it just has to go. The game is so unhealthy with damage boost. Just remove it from the game.
What do you think, Entei? What's your
I don't
thoughts?
think.
I'm hearing him out. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking it over.
What would that be like? Mantis, Storm,
Like what happens to like
Ultron.
Rocket ult?
Rocket ult.
Ultron.
No, I think there's like. I guess things like Rocket, like Ultimates can keep it because I feel like that's more fair.
'Cause I was thinking about
Like, I
like
feel like
Rocket,
Ultimates-
Luna. Suddenly it becomes like it just
I
becomes.
see
a
what you
heal
mean.
box
You basically
scenario.
just mean like base damage boost.
Yeah, I think Ultimate should keep their identity if it's damage boost. That's fine, but I feel like things like Storm, Mantis damage boost, where like you just blow up and like it also helps against solo tanks as well. That like they shouldn't have to fight into like a whole amped up team of damage.
Oh
boosts
my
or, like,
god, yeah.
you know, it's just miserable. Like it's
That
so.
I mean,
That's
so
the
here's the
worst.
thing.
Like,
I
oh, the whole
fucking
team's
agree
damage
with you.
boosted.
I agree with you. If we fucking nerf the thing, bro, like get that character out of my fucking game.
Whoa.
Get that character out of my
No,
game.
The thing
he's
gets
right,
destroyed
he's
by a
right,
comp like
he's
that.
right.
Bro,
He's
you
right.
need damage to deal with that motherfucker. Like it's so.
Hey, you're
cancer.
skipping steps. You're skipping steps.
No, let's delete the thing and then sure, let's do
Yeah,
it.
We
nerf-
can
nerf the
we just
damage
delete the
first.
thing like just normally even without getting rid of the damage.
No,
just
thing
delete
is
thing.
so necessary for the game.
No,
Thing
no,
is so
he's-
necessary.
he's
I just
not.
ran
kind
a
of
lobby. I
agree.
just ran a
Nah.
Celestial lobby on thing. I just ran a C2
Yeah,
lobby
yeah,
just
bro.
holding right click. I don't have to do anything but hold right click.
Yeah, you.
Just swap, bro.
He's so.
Yeah,
Hey, I hate characters that require you to convince your team to swap to what you need. And the thing is like the top one on that list for me.
Bro, we're in the game.
Not as much as you think.
Bro.
No,
It took
yes.
them three spawn holds for them to realize, oh yeah, we're probably we should match thing. By then it was too late.
Yeah.
If you have double flanker, you're never killing the thing. You're just never fucking
Yeah.
killing the thing. Like that,
And
you
to-
don't have any damage on him. He's just full HP. like I have to convince my
Have you
fucking
guys
Lord
seen the
Spider-Man.
video?
Which one?
There's a video of like this guy who hit Celestial with a Wii remote, motion controls playing thing, and
Yeah,
he was
it's-
just like,
It's the most brain dead fucking character in the
Like,
game.
it's
I
a real
hate
video.
this
Wait, what's his
It's a
name?
real
character.
video.
Oh
I don't remember
my
his name. I'll
God.
link it in the group chat before we
I'm
end
not
it, but
even surprised. I actually
he
think
would,
the
like,
thing
be
is
standing up.
unironically the easiest character in the game to
He
play.
is,
Standing
dude, just-
up.
I'm going to sleep right now. No. I'm looking at the game that I won. Look, the
not
last
using
game
it.
I played thing.
Standing
Yo,
up.
Chat, wait, you can click share your screen on the bottom. You should be able to.
Alright, hold on.
Listen,
Bet.
Sure,
I think
but-
you guys saying Thing is the easiest character in the game is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. You know?
This guy.
I mean, I'd say
Rocket
like I
Immediate.
think Wanda gets a lot of value at her floor, but she's anything but easy to play in high levels. Like,
Let me
she's,
tell you
she's
something.
not
Hold
I
easy.
think
Mills,
Rocket
let me
is harder than
Appreciate
share
that
this
comment so
shit.
much, Mills.
You think Rocket's harder than Thing?
But the thing is
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
opposite.
play
The
both.
thing is the
I play
fucking
both.
opposite. Anyone with one brain cell can play the fucking thing at a and
Look
get
at this
so
bullshit,
much value.
right? Look at these two games. I'm just holding right click for these two games.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just holding right click. Look at how much damage I absorbed for this game. 42,000 damage block, and I'm just sitting holding.
Like,
right
wait, go to your other game, the other game, the one down below. Like, okay, so like,
and look what
okay,
they're forcing
the
into
Spider-Man
it.
the way.
Look what they're forcing into it.
But that's what I'm talking about. Is like, if you're the fucking Hulk player on that losing team, there's nothing you could do to win that game besides get your fucking magic and Spider-Man.
You
off
want
those characters.
to know who
You're
was
gonna
crying the
lose.
most? Bro, Near Pair was saying that he was begging everyone in the game to swap, and nobody just swapped for this. No one.
Yeah, because they can't. Spider-Man magic will never kill.
No, I want you to know.
They
Watch
will
this.
never-
Watch this. Right? No. Watch this. You think I'm joking? It's literally so easy. It's literally so easy. I kid you not. This is the easiest shit in the world. I'm going to go to the first game. North. Look at this. I want you to look what we did. Right? We just run them. We just run them the fuck over. Right?
Our first ever Clear Comms VOD review.
Yeah, this is fucking cancer, by the way. Just this character.
Yeah,
Look,
don't fry your.
Look what we
don't
do.
fry your
I just
PC
run
now.
in. I don't do anything. I'm just holding right click. I'm
He's
just
the
holding
first
right click.
true
Yeah, look at this
melee
fuck-
anchor tank.
Look at this gameplay loop. Bro.
Look at this. I'm just holding
look at-
right click.
And, dude,
And it's
Nah,
working.
this is skill. This is
I'm
good
not
gameplay.
doing
This is
anything
W.
with holding
Necessary
right
for the
click.
game, bro.
I agree.
It's necessary for the game.
no, it's not necessary.
It is. It is necessary. He's just
It's
overtuned.
necessary.
That's
It's so
not
necessary.
They need to-
It's so
Look, let's go to the
He's
next
just
team fight.
overtuned,
Let's go to the
Mills.
next team fight, right? Let's go to the next team fight. Look at this.
Oh
Once again.
my
Necessary.
god.
Right click. Right, just
Yeah,
I'm just
wait,
holding
press
right
N,
click.
press N, and look at your health bar. Is your health bar even moving? Like
It's
what
not
are we
going
talking
down.
about, dude?
Oh,
my
nice. Let's go to the next
so
team fight. Look at this bullshit. Let's go to the next team fight. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
bullshit.
this is good.
Look at this.
God.
Oh, Mantis, so yep, we built up ult because I'm just battering support ults. I just walk backline
Yeah.
for free. CC doesn't work. Oh my gosh, look at
This-
that.
We deserve this. Tanks deserve this.
This
For
guy
what
gave
we've
had to
the
suffer.
entire tank roster. So
Like,
many
it's-
tanks
it's-
can't be
there's
played
no-
because of this
there's-
motherfucker.
For what?
He needs slight nerves. He doesn't need much.
Delete
he doesn't
him.
need much.
No, look at this.
Hold on,
This is bullshit.
I found the
Look at this
Wii remote
bullshit.
guy.
I just start.
Oh yeah. Post it.
Look at this. I just walk in. Oh, I'm walking backline. Oh, look at that. You just run him over. Look at that. Oh my god.
Hold on, let me show the Wii remote guy.
Why?
Make sure the
Why
Wii
is that a
remote
thing?
guy.
Why?
Let me see.
We remote guy.
here.
Mind
He's a-
you,
he's
this
a
entire thing,
Oh,
I
here
don't
we
think
go.
I pressed left click
Wait,
one
do you
singular
have any
time.
copyright music?
Oh, yeah,
no
like-
copyright music.
And he's standing.
Oh my fucking god. What the fuck is?
Yo, chat, look at this.
Wait.
Yo, get the asses! Holy shit!
It's real.
The way he held up his fist.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
Properly
Yo, it's
being able to
real.
take your anger out on
Oh,
your
man.
teammates right
It's
there.
real. It's
oh
real.
my god, that's
It's
On
real.
your opponents.
Character, man.
That's so good, actually. Shit, I gotta do something like that now. I'll do it with two. With the Hulk punches. Figure out something. Get a tracker
Yeah, you
here.
gotta like stand. Just good
But no,
cardio,
seriously,
bro.
can
It's
we
good
delete the
cardio.
thing from the game? Like, I
Yo.
played him for 2 games, I just held right click the entire time.
Bro, it's necessary, bro.
go back
It's
to
necessary.
Necessary! Explain! You got the veins popping out. Like, look,
Bro,
I'm visibly look,
Because
the
when
veins
there's a
are popping
DD
out.
in the back, when there's a DD in the back line, I need thing, bro.
Well,
When I'm getting
Yeah.
At what rank do you guys feel like people should just understand like basic comps? Like,
Diamond.
you know, I feel like
but it's not the
I
case.
feel like right. Like I feel like at like even GM or like Celestials, you have to like really like ask yourself like, why are we playing like this into this, and yet they'll still play it. Like, you know, I'm trying to think of just like some certain comps, but you know, it's just so many.
70% win rate is insane, by the way, bro. Good work on that.
Yeah.
70% Wanda, that's insane.
Nah, the only problem is you know, the only problem is keeping it. I'm only trying to keep it this time. I've never cared any other season. I'm only just trying to keep it this time for flats, and that's it. If I can get that flats video,
You want Flats to
Then-
notice you?
if I can get, listen, there's only like so many of us like creators. I think that if you're gonna, you know,
We lost him.
if you do it justice, you know. But no, because Fauwkz does a lot of spectated contests. People told me that the reason why, like, I guess Japanese Curry blew up on Cap is because he was like what Cap, like the number one Cap like every season, I guess, and then he got like his VODs reviews by like tournaments, flats, and all that stuff. I don't know how like that stuff works, but
So,
shit, I might try
what-
to take that opportunity.
You mentioned earlier you have different gameplay than other Wandas. What makes you different? Like, what do you do differently that gives you the edge with the win rate?
For example, I have the hardest. Okay, let me not say that. That's kind of a dumb statement. For example, my ultimate is kind of like hard to hit, right? I'll cancel Hela's ultimate. I'll cancel Cloak and Dagger's ultimate. You know, basically, you know, this is stuff that not like a lot of Wandas do. I'll use like a lot of the portals and like certain Krakoa maps to kind of like make somebody think I'm over here, but in reality, I'm over here.
So one thing I will tell
you know.
you, Steven, I'm not gonna say his name, but someone on TikTok that I know, a mutual, he messaged me, and he said, "Can you get me on as the rank 1 Wanda? I hit one above all on Wanda." And he said he sent me a screenshot. That's what he said. Someone messaged me that they said that. And I said, "No, I already got the rank 1 Wanda booked, but maybe I'll get you on in a future episode." That's what he said. I'm just letting you know.
Together with
I'm
him.
just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that
What, me and
you
him?
gotta hit one above all so you can take the chain.
No, I mean for sure. If the motivation is like possible, like
That's what
mean-
he said. He said,
Nah,
he did
nigga,
that.
let
It's
your
like-
nuts hang. Let your nuts hang. Yeah, one of
Listen,
them all.
I'm just letting.
Listen.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying.
I've
This is what was
been
messaged
doing
to me.
this for so long, and then I also work. Like no, in all seriousness, in order for me to do something like that, I know it's like possible, but I'd have to have a couple, you know, like I'd have to have like one heavy hitter, maybe like the best Jubilee by my side, or like the best somebody, because again, like, you know, due to her play style, like I'm not gonna just like randomly throw anybody's game in like solo queue because I know it's kind of hard to do that, but
Maybe I'll pick
No,
up
man.
Jubilee for our support challenge, Mills.
no, I've always just been focused more on like content creation than trying to hit like one above all with it. Like if you just so happen to hit one above all with the character and then nothing happened after, that's it. No, like I want if that's my journey.
It could be
you know,
I don't know. You can make it a video. You know.
If I'm being real
Exactly,
with you,
like,
bro, I would
know.
like say go for at least Eternity one season. I did it one season so I could get people to shut the hell up about it.
Well, here's the thing. Like I'm on the tracker now. Like I'm consistently pushing. Like I'm on pace to just continue like ranking up this season, but it's also just more of like a motivation thing because my mind is just so focused on like content. I'm focused on the tournament like next month. I'm focusing on the next Wanda video, the next skin video. But for me to like rank this a headache, I'm not gonna lie. And then I have to wait for my friends to get on for me to do that because, you know, I'm not gonna throw it. Like I'm not. I
Yeah.
know my character very well.
At least you take
know.
it seriously. Like, respect for that, because I definitely wish I could do that better. I don't know when to stop. Like, I play way too much, I feel like. That's
Wait,
important. though.
wait,
So you said you.
on Iron Man?
So what?
Have you ever hit one above all on Iron Man?
Haven't hit one above all on Iron Man. No, I hit Eternity, but not one above all yet. I feel like it's possible, but I might need an Ultron duo. Like he said, the Jubilee, a good Jubilee. I might need a good Ultron or something.
Like for content, it would slap, but like you need certain things in order just to
Man,
make that happen. Like
Ultron?
nowadays,
that'd be fun. That'd be
you
fun,
can't-
Metric.
you can't just bypass your way into OAA. And I mean, and I'm not, you know, it's just like congrats to I'm sure it's everybody or somebody must have like done it before, but like I'd rather do it for like a banger video. But the day that I'm ready to do that, I gotta call the heavy hitters for it, you know, for that.
Yeah, because the thing is, I do get like needing help because like on my alt account, I use the Mantis team up, and I got to eternity like so much quicker than I ever could have on the Hella team up. But on my main, I use the Hella team up because for content and stuff, and like I literally, it just sucks because I can't save my team half the time because I don't have the bigger runes. But like I can go for stupider things, so it's like at some point it's like, do you want to have fun or do you just want to like, you know, play optimally? And at some point when you queue so much hours and so much games, like Nose was saying earlier, you're more willing to just like soft throw a game because it's like, okay, I've been doing it for too long, people don't listen, I'll just hop on some random stuff. And like Mills and I, we were like 4 games back to back at one point. And like we were just trading back and forth, and sometimes I had some crazy people, sometimes he did, and there would be times where like he thinks he'd kill me there, but I just have the team up and I just live. So it's a lot of fun, but unfortunately, it feels like the fun team ups are the bad ones, and the bad team ups or the good team ups are just boring, so you just don't want to use them.
Once again, has anybody in this call seen a Black Panther use the Magic team up at all? No, seriously, I want to know.
Has
like,
anyone in this call seen a Black Panther win a fucking game? That character is terrible.
I forgot the Magic team up even came back. I thought it was still the Gamma team up. That's that's how much I've never seen it.
How do y'all feel about Black Panther, by the way?
I think that I made a video about this. I would rather just play the video for the podcast instead.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Instead of like just try to like summarize it fully. But essentially, what I said was that Black Panther forces players to do what they should be doing for the entire game, specifically support players, which is just preing his dive. Because if you catch him before he's able to dive you, or you're able to look where he's diving from, it's like 1,000 times easier to escape his dive. Also, the fact that they gutted him, he can't one-shot 250 anymore with that stupid-ass combo.
Him.
Just mark him, and he just becomes fucking useless.
Trust me and Mehtric are gonna go on our run with our OTPs. Trust, you know. All we just need is just that one day of just like, you know what, I'm going for it, and it's just happening.
Nah, the BP is like probably the dumbest character I've ever seen in Rivals. Like in terms of just the way the character's designed. Like I will sit here, I will be walking forward, immediately just 2-tap gone from the game. And I'm like,
because you're 250, right? Yeah. Loki's been the victim to that shit forever.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And also like my clones, he gets resets off of them. Yeah. So I will sit here and say like over and over again, Panther needs to be bad for the game to be fun, and it just has to be like that. Unless they rework him, he's just miserable to play into. It's like the DPS and tanks, like they peel for him, but like he's so fast that like literally they're sitting there just as clueless as the supports. And then the supports just like sit there and they patty kick, and eventually he breaks through, and it's just miserable to play into. Or if you don't look at your support the same moment Panther dies, they just die. It's just miserable, and he's so poorly designed too, because he just like, again, if you mark him and his whole character's gone, or he misses a dash and he's not even a character anymore, it's just the design of the character is so bad. I'm surprised they didn't rework him before Widow.
It's funny because you and I we have similar. What it really comes down to is characters that make you feel like you have no agency. Is like that's what is frustrating. Like I'm frustrated by the Thing because I feel like I don't have agency. You're frustrated by BP because it feels like you like. In general, I think NetEase should seek to give everyone as much agency as possible and not promote designs that give certain players no agency, like BP and like probably a lot of Flyers too. I mean that they did that thing where they gave everyone like a grounding ability that one season where. When we were in a Flyer meta, I don't know if y'all remember that. Give people some agency against it.
I think we're at the point with BP where
I think they need to just remove. No, you go.
Well, we're post like clip farm meta with that hero. Like we've seen all the clips, we've seen all the one shots. Like let's take the next step here and do. I mean, I don't really like what they did with Widow, but I think with BP you could keep the whole dash. Identity and just go like a different direction with it, and still have maybe even make it crazier because he stays alive longer.
Can I pitch my concept to these fighting game players? So here's my Nexus probably would fucking hate this, but here's my concept. He has a bar where so it needs three dashes. Wait, hey, yo, hear me out. 3 dashes, so you have to trigger 3 dashes to get the bar, and it's like a combo breaker, like in a fighting game, where you have to do 1 soft dive plus another dash. So you need 3 dashes total. And then you can use it to pop out of a CC. It's like it would pop you out of a CC. You can't continue the combo necessarily.
You're giving him an install?
Yeah, but you have to cycle in first. Like you have to cycle in.
So
It's
wait,
a combo
let me get
breaker.
this straight.
Nah,
We
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
the dashes.
No,
we change
you would have to,
virtually
you would have, you
nothing
would have
about
to,
the
you would have to
character.
nerf. No, you would have to nerf the character's damage by quite a bit, but you give him a way to get out of an engagement.
Okay.
So like you would have to nerf his
Okay.
you nerf his power, but basically what you let him do is you let him cycle in once on lesser cooldowns with less damage to build up an anti-CC, and then he can cycle in really hard the next time and get out if he.
But
I'm
I
not gonna
feel like
lie,
that
low
makes
elo
him-
would hate that though, because low
I
elo
feel like
can't
that
deal
makes
with the
him
BP.
way more feast or famine though, because like the biggest problem with BP is that he's so feast or famine, but like that kind of like ties it, like that amps that up by so long, because like now it's like you're not doing that much damage on your first few engagements, and then when you finally do, it's like you're rather gonna just obliterate the backline or you're just gonna die like you usually do, and like it's gonna feel so much worse because you're spending that time building it up, and then like you just you're not gonna feel enjoyment if you don't get a kill. Like even if you just get out, you're still gonna hate the
Well,
fact that
you're
you
gonna
get
have a
kill.
lot less downtime because you would have more cooldowns. Like
Well,
you
yeah,
could probably
true.
combine this with like maybe a cooldown reduction on hitting like a successful cycle. I don't know, something that rewards you for executing properly, but isn't the same gameplay loop of like I kill you instantly or I don't know. That was
True.
I just like the idea of him being a fight, like he bringing directly a fighting game mechanic straight to the character.
I wanted to say one of the biggest things I want to talk about, I didn't get to mention yet, is that I really hate these characters that like you absolutely need your team to help you on. If not, you can't do anything about it. So like
DPS pool.
the biggest example I can give is like
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
DPS pool is a big one, but thing like you guys are talking about, I can give you guys this about thing is that if your team doesn't get off some freaking garbage Spidey like magic or whatever to fight thing and they don't get a gun, you lose to that thing. You're never gonna beat that thing. That thing is just gonna run the whole lobby down perma. Angela's the same exact thing. Your team doesn't want to play counters into Angela, you auto lose the game. DPS pool jumps in your backline. God forbid he has the Gambit team up enhanced. He jumps in your backline, probably annihilates one of your supports before they could even react to him being there. And then like if you don't run the counters for him, you just lose. It's just miserable
The
when
game
characters
didn't-
require you to think of other people. Or
It
your
didn't used to
teammates.
be like this. We're going more towards a rock paper scissors type direction with the game because there's too many abilities in the game that give insane value for no effort. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Like Thing Ground Slam just makes heroes like Magic and like BP kind of worthless, especially since they buffed it. I think a lot of people forget about that. It's partly why he's so good. Is now when they get knocked up in the air, you can't just dash out of it. You still have grounded
Coach.
linger for a little bit. What's up?
You ever popped Hulkle and then a thing just slams on top of you?
Oh yeah, you just get one shot. It stuns you and dies. It's miserable, bro. Like he doesn't need
And then you
damage
don't get
amp.
tenacity.
Yeah, you could take
Yo,
away
what
the
the
damage
fuck is
amp and
up
you'd be
with
fine.
tenacity, by the way? Like that shit
Bro,
is
tenacity
useless.
doesn't exist.
It's
It
completely
just doesn't
cosmetic.
exist.
No, it only exists to piss me off every once in a while. when it like
No, I
I
think
swear.
tenacity
I
was the
swear.
the worst introduction they ever brought into the game because tenacity, it's so inconsistent and it's impossible for you to keep up with the amount of time a character has been CC'd. And then the characters that like get the most out of it are the characters that did not need it the most. So like Venom gets tenacity. You're like, all right, no, now I just die. Or like just characters that shouldn't be able to take as much hits as they're taking, they get it and they live, and now you're just like, this character should never get this, like ever.
Yeah.
Like there was a game where I like CC'd, I was on Luna, I CC'd the Black Cat, and then Mantis slept her. She gets tenacity, she goes invis, and then later on the same exact thing happened where I freeze her, and then after the freeze, like 2 seconds later she gets slept, and then something else happens, she gets bailed out every time. And these are characters that you don't want to have tenacity, so I feel like I even said this before in a post. I said the only people that should have tenacity are when you're solo tanking. That's the only time tenacity should ever be a feature in the game, is when a solo tank is present.
And crank
That's the
that bad
only
boy
time.
up. Turn it way
I
up.
actually disagree with that. I don't think tenacity should be in the game at all. I don't think anything that creates inconsistency in the way that abilities interact with should ever exist.
Then make it
'Cause like you
consistent.
said,
Make it
There's
consistent.
no way to make it
How do you
consistent.
make it
I don't think
consistent?
so.
How?
It was
Yeah.
It was consistent on release, and I don't know. It's been bugged ever since.
Like, cause like as an example, I'm playing Gru and I'm in a complicated fight where I'm looking around, I'm fighting on point, and then I see a 3-man ult, I ult it, and the Venom that's in there, it pops tenacity. How the fuck am I supposed to know that
Yeah,
ultimate's gonna
it's
pop
ridiculous.
tenacity and it just ruins my play?
Yeah.
How does that? It's just it just feels random from the user, like from the person that is doing the CCing.
Yeah, it's bad.
You have
I mean,
no
that's
idea.
That's why I think again, because we know they're not going to remove it. So if they're not going to remove it, make it solo tank only that gets it. And then obviously we talked about this sort of like triple support. It's like if
I
triple
don't think they
support's
would do
present,
that either, though.
if triple support is present, then make it so that there's a healing reduction.
Have they
for
ever done
triple
that though,
support.
where they give you a change based on your composition? I don't think that's ever been introduced. I
Yeah,
think
but
that's
I
even
feel like
less
they
likely.
should.
That's less likely than them removing it. I think.
The
It
thing
shouldn't
is,
be an
it's
all
not.
charge
It's
nerf.
least likely to happen because Marvel Rivals is a type of game where it wants its player base to. It likes ult slop for an unfortunate reason. I don't know why.
Yes.
And you already get your ult less fast in triple support. So if you add a healing reduction on top of that, I don't think the company would ever go for that shit.
No, they wouldn't. But I don't think they should lower the healing. I think they should just lower the alt charge generation.
I think we should just all play in neutral. I like neutral. I don't like ult slop. I like playing in neutral.
Yeah, you say you like neutral, till they buff. They they keep buffing neutral like C&D cooldowns, and then eventually.
If this game was only
eventually-
neutral, there'd be a lot of people like going up and down on the ladder quite a bit. Like there'd be.
Wait, yeah, I'm actually.
You'd
Curious,
have to do a
Entei,
ranked
Entei,
reset.
What's your thought on that? With like, because you said you hate Cloak and Dagger. Like, what's your thoughts on her cooldown loop? Like, what's your opinion on it? Like, from the ice block to the bubble to the fade. Like, what's your opinion on that? Because like, basically, she has a much more powerful neutral than she did before. Like, relative to, like, before her neutral was pretty weak rather than her ultimate, but now her neutral feels fucking maybe just as busted as her ultimate does. I don't know.
Yeah, she's broken.
What do you think? What's your thoughts?
Wait, me?
Yeah, Entei. Yeah, you.
My bad.
You.
Yeah,
I thought you were.
Yeah.
I thought it was a support question, so I'm thinking you were talking to Nexus.
No,
My bad.
I was talking to you because you said you hate Cloak and Dagger. So.
Oh yeah, okay. So like, I hate Cloak and Dagger because of how it affects the game. She essentially gets to make mistakes for free without getting punished, and on top of it, it's very, very stallish. I hate like stallish type comps. So like, over time, and I've lost a game like this.
So you hate Fantastic?
Cloak goes on point, pops 3 of her abilities to keep herself alive. If she's on an off angle and you punish her for being on a terrible off angle, she's just going to use all of her abilities to get back to her team, and like most times she's going to get patty cake. So she's basically just living infinitely. And then she gets her ultimate so quickly. That's the part that really screws me up. It's like, you're going to give her all these abilities in neutral, but her ultimate is just as fast to get that shit, so you're never killing her. You're never killing a good Cloak. And she also does splash healing.
I wanted to
if she knows how to heal properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like a point I wanted to make is that like with team ups, like because you talk about the ice block mills, like the biggest issue with these team ups is that they don't actually bring anything new. They just make them better at what they can already do, so it doesn't feel fun or like, I guess like you don't feel nice playing into it because like they give her the ice block, like they could have gave her a skill shot or like something that makes her different and like something that you can think about. But like an ice block is just like she's already a super like, yeah, I'm never gonna die. Like she's already super sustained heavy, and then they add a team up that just doubles down on that instead of giving her more creativity or maybe even some skill expression. Same thing with Rocket. They give him 2 team ups that don't actually change anything he does. It doesn't change any gameplay loop for him, and I feel like that's what's really boring about the team ups is that they don't necessarily change. They just double down on literally everything the character already does, except just amplifies what makes them really annoying to play into with supports. So I just really hate that they do that, where they just double down on giving them what they already have instead of something new. And like Loki was great. They gave him a whole new thing where you can copy someone for a limited amount of time, and like there's an infinite amount of playmaking potential with that. But then you have Rocket, you have Cloak, you have other supports like Luna. They said, oh well, she has a stunnery, let's give her another stun. Like how creative is that? Just drop another stun on her. Like,
am I allowed to play Luna in the support duo challenge, Captain Coach? I feel like it would be the easiest fucking eternity of all time. That
Doing
character
Luna White
is,
Fox?
bro. Luna,
I was gonna do
Luna
Cloak,
is
actually.
so absurd. I was playing when we were playing her today. She's so absurd. Any CC I can just fucking yeet out of. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't feel vulnerable on that character. If you don't miss your freezes, you're Thanos. You're just Thanos on that character. It's insane.
Sounds like all you guys got the best.
They don't
teamers in
nerf
the
her
game.
damage at all. Like it's bad. She's been the best DPS for so long, and they don't nerf the damage. I don't know.
What? Okay, wait. I want to go 1 buff, 1 nerf. I want to go every single player, or every single person. As we're kind of wrapping things up, 1 buff, 1 nerf, every single person. I'm gonna start with you, Entei. What do you think? 1 buff, 1 nerf. What's your thoughts? We lost him. wait, he's frozen. Wait, no. I thought he was.
He's on his phone.
No, he's actually
he's frozen.
No,
He's frozen.
I thought he was.
I just saw him blink. I just saw him blink.
He's not frozen.
I think he muted us.
Wait, he looks frozen.
I can't see, bro.
He looks
His mic
frozen.
is muted.
We should just pose exactly like him and everyone freeze. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay, all right. I'll let you.
I can start.
Okay,
if you
Captain,
want.
go. You
Give
go
everybody
first.
some
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to think. Nerf. We got to nerf Elsa. We got to take care of that here. Do something to the traps. What they did was not just rework the traps. To be honest, make it so you can see them or something.
Agreed.
That's just such a toxic game design. And then buff Hulk. Give him like more health. Too much damage. Too much damage in the game. These brawl tanks just can't survive, man. Give people the tankiness buff that Thing got, right? And maybe not the damage that Thing got. And I think that'll be objectively good for the game. Yeah.
What about you, Mehtric? What do you think? One buff, one nerf.
One buff, one nerf. I would say nerf Magneto.
Jeez.
I'm not gonna
True.
What do you want to nerf about him specifically?
Maybe revert it back to where he can only do like one bubble at a time. Like right now, he can do like a bubble on himself and a teammate. So maybe take that away or something. And I think with Iron Man, when he maximum pulse, when he absorbs it, it should blow up his fear of Magneto.
Okay.
Rather than just full charge, like
Full charge, get to chuck it at somebody.
literally,
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
You
Yeah,
can't use Iron Man all loosely.
That's a good
to
point. It
Magneto.
should trade 1-for-1 and not.
Exactly.
Yeah. that makes
Exactly.
sense.
And one buff Iron Man.
Dude, I'm starting to see a theme.
Yo, my bad.
Dude,
Some IRL family stuff. This is my grandma.
Oh
Sorry.
no! We asked you a question. We're all just standing there like, wait, is he
Yo,
frozen?
wait, sorry, my bad. What was the question?
Oh, so one buff, one nerf.
One-
Any character you want. Yeah, dude, kind of wrapping things up.
Any
One buff,
character
one
that
nerf.
I want.
Yeah, one buff, one nerf. If you were in charge, one buff, one nerf.
I would say increase the cooldowns of Cloak and Dagger and
It's valid. That's valid.
Hates Cloak, man. He
and
hates Cloak.
I would probably buff Captain America's health back to 7.
I like those.
Okay. I don't even. What's his HP now? Is it
600.
Oh shit! You're a squishy.
Yeah, you blow up if you go back line without like a half-ass dive. You're blowing up.
I like how everyone just everyone's buff so far has just been their own. The own character they made, not
I'm
some
very
like other.
selfish.
That's that. Okay, what about you, Nexus? I'm saving you for last, Steven. But what about you, Nexus?
Bro,
But let me guess. Buff Loki. No. Okay. All
Nerf Moon Knight.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, it would just be buff, and nerf Loki. To be honest, I would nerf his health back to 250, and then I would bring his damage back. But also at the same time, I do think support should just go back to 250. But I'm not gonna get into that too much. But yeah, I would bring his damage back up and then lower his health back, or just remove the Mantis team up.
Can I say
I
one
like
thing
that.
real quick on
like
the
that.
supports being 250? I think the supports. I don't know why Iron Man, a man in armor, is 250 HP. There's supports that are higher HP than Iron Man. I don't get that. I just don't get that.
They're just
Man,
scared
Copper
of Iron
Man.
Man ever
Wood
being
Man.
close.
They're
to,
scared of
meta.
flyers, right?
Keep Iron Man
That's
the
because-
exact spot that he is.
They're scared of flyers
Whoa.
because of Torch.
Clip it.
That's it. They're just scared of flyers because of Torch. Torch has such a great peak that they don't want anything to do with any flyers.
All right. How about team
don't
up?
get it.
Iron Man
Okay, wait.
should deserve a meta.
So Steven, what's yours?
Yeah.
I think Iron Man deserves a meta.
I think so too.
What about you?
No, the fuck he doesn't.
Can I have
Dude,
can I have two
one
buffs
meta?
and one nerf?
Are we serious?
Yeah. So one
meta.
buff,
Not
one
one
nerf.
meta.
What's
Don't
up,
give it to
Steven?
Iron Man. Hell no. I'm
Nerf,
good.
I'd probably say Venom. And the only
Nerf
reason why I
Venom?
say that
They just
no,
nerfed him.
Wait, what do you mean nerf Venom?
Hear me out. It's because how fast he can get like his E or know how to use it properly. Most people just on my team just don't adjust to him. So then we just like lose team fights. Meaning like there's no counter
That's
swaps.
because you don't ever counter swap him because you only
Listen,
play Wanda.
Listen, but
why.
I'm playing an anti-dive character, you know?
She's not an anti-Venom character. She does fuck
Bro.
all the Venom.
Bro, listen, just one stun and we
You better
still
hop
can't
on
get
that strange team up.
I get
Now
why you
hop on
don't
that
like
strange
him.
team up. You
'Cause
want
when
to
I'm
more
Venom,
damage.
when I'm
That
Venom
strange
against the
team up is
Wanda, I
garbage,
jump
bro.
in.
Don't. Entei, come on,
When I'm
man.
Venom against the Wanda, I jump in. She's doing damage to me the whole time. I pop my shield. She's doing damage to me the whole time. I kill the support, and then I leave. And like she did damage to me the whole time. I
Why
just
the fuck did
basically I
Nexuz
didn't
just get transported to an evil lake?
Yeah, wait, whoa.
Use fade.
Wait, what the fuck just happened?
He's blinded. Cloak got him.
I just turned it off.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I probably,
No,
I probably,
dude, don't.
I play a lot of characters, but I probably wind up buffing Hulk. And the only reason why I say this is because when I play,
Hey, preach.
No.
when I play a Hulk, and it's just like I'm constantly diving, and I can only do a couple punches, and it's like you're just constantly just being. I hate being like a distraction character with Hulk. I think he's like justified to be more of like what his name is, and it kind of gets just boring just being a distraction, you know?
Yeah, it's funny that they buffed his damage and everybody thought it like, oh, he's gonna be doing as much damage as everybody else now. It's actually worse because he doesn't have enough health to actually stay in. Like you
Right,
hit the nail on the head.
exactly.
More health would be a damage buff to Hulk.
Okay.
What a base kill 1,000?
All right. So hear
Honestly,
me
would be fine.
Hear me out. So I'm not gonna give one. I'm gonna give 5. Nerf Cap, Nerf Loki, Nerf Iron Man, Nerf Hulk, Nerf Wanda, and buff Thor. Let's go.
This is just all his
No,
characters.
I'm kidding. And no, my real thing is you got a Nerf thing. I'm sorry. Fuck the character.
Thing is so
Completely
necessary.
change the Human Torch team up. Completely fucking change it. Honestly, change the Invis team up too. Delete the character. I don't fucking care. Get rid of that character. I think that character is complete cancer. As far as
Torch is
buff,
Buff Thor. Really?
no, not buff Thor. I'm trolling. You don't have to. I honestly wouldn't even want them to buff anything, to be honest with you. But
That's actually actually
I would say
can't change
buff.
my
I would
answer.
say buff nothing and nerf thing. That's like my only two. Like I actually have a laundry list of nerfs, but I have very
This is
little.
the former rank 1 thing, by the way. That's saying this. Wasn't that you? Weren't you the former rank 1 thing at one
No,
point?
I think I was on ladder for like a day, but I mean, like,
anyway.
but that character being rank 1 on the thing is like fucking being the rank 1 kindergartner or like the rank 1 glue eater or like what the fuck does that even mean? Like that means nothing.
Yo, all this thing hate is crazy.
No, I
man.
hate that fucking character so
Very
much,
valid.
dude.
Very valid. I literally,
Like,
I
I have-
write him out for a couple of games. You don't do
No,
anything
no.
but hold right.
Like
You know
any,
what I think it is?
any tank
I
player
think
can
all
play
of
the
you just
thing.
play dive.
Yeah, we like to have player agency, bro. I don't want to just fucking stand there and shoot my gun forward in a front to back manner.
I don't want to sit there and get Spider-Man and Daredevil on me the entire game, bro. I don't want that either.
Well, you play Loki. You're
It's
gonna be a
necessary
victim.
evil.
Loki loves front to back meta. Like you're probably feasting in this meta, but like that character, like this meta is you like this meta, right? Like I'm guessing you do, because this is a really good Loki meta.
Well, Black Cat, like if Black Cat's banned, yeah, I would say so. But Black Cat is just like you throw if you play Loki into Black Cat because she just feeds off of the clones with her money, so that's just really bad.
Buff Wanda.
Okay.
What was that? Must have been the wind.
Sorry,
Wait,
keep-
do y'all actually like read like comic? I know you do, Entei, but do y'all all read like the comic books or like know anything about the characters?
Nah.
Oh,
I read
shit.
Sorcerer Supreme, brother.
Oh shit!
Because the closing question I like to ask people is what hero do they want in the game, and like what do they want them to be able to do?
Vision.
Ooh.
Give me
Get that Iron Man
2099 as a
get that
tank.
Iron-
Give me Spider-Man 2099 as a tank. Give me Spider-Man Miguel O'Hara's
That would be
2099 as a tank.
Oh wait, that would be fire. Actually,
That would
I
be
need,
sick,
I
actually.
need Nova, like Samuel Alexander Nova, to be a support. I need that.
Green
so
Goblin.
bad.
That's what I wanted to see.
Nova
I
as
need
a
Nova as a
support.
support.
These are
yeah,
some
I'm
good
trying
ones.
to think of like supports, like supports that could exist.
I got an idea for a
Vision?
tank. I think Sandman should be a tank.
Ooh.
You can do so many things with
Yeah.
Sandman.
That would be actually dope.
Definitely.
Walls.
Just
and
make
shit.
Miles a support. Miles Morales.
Yeah, no, I made a video about that too.
Support,
I want the Prowler
I-
instead of Spider-Man for Miles.
Shuri.
The Prowler.
Will be a support, I think,
Shuri. Okay.
Yeah, Shuri.
I can see that.
for sure.
I can see that.
I
yeah,
think
have
Vision should be a support too. Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vision support.
You can have a
Just
full
making a-
Avenger 6-man.
Better Ultron.
yeah. He's gonna be a support. He's gonna be a fucking triple support enabler. Is what he's gonna be. Jeez, I don't even.
I'm gonna send
Tired of
Nightcrawler
triple
as a
support.
support.
Yeah, he's gonna be a triple support.
So usually at the end of our podcast guys, we just open the floor to you all, and just anything we didn't touch on or wanted to say to the community, or thoughts you had on the game, or changes you want to make.
Hot
just
takes.
anything, hot takes, right? Like anything you want to get off your chest, like air it out. Like
I got something I want to say. It might be a very hot take, but I think Iron Man takes so much skill to play in higher elos. Like everyone says Iron Man, oh, no skill, flying squirrel girl, whatever they want to say. But I think the positioning factor in it, they don't account for that. Like they don't think about positioning and playing against top hit scan players and staying alive and actually getting value for that. I think that's actually very hard to do. So I think playing Iron Man actually takes skill.
I'm gonna be like one of the first times I think we played Mehtric. I remember it was that Midtown game where we both trying to get a clip with Hulk Iron Man where I do the grab, and we tried like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
We just could not get it. Like the amount of coordination and like game knowledge you need just to get off a successful ult sometimes on that hero. It just feels like you're just playing the game on hard mode, bro. Like
it's hard, but it's challenging. Kind of like Steven said, it's fun having a challenge. So that's kind of why another reason why I do it too.
I respect it. I mean, I kind of feel that way a little bit sometimes. Like with Hulk, I feel like a lot of times he's not always like the best pick, and it's kind of like more situational now more than ever. So it's like, yeah, I get that. Like there is like a personal challenge to being the best at something too. That's like really like addicting almost.
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly.
Yeah.
Any other hot takes? Any other last statements before we wrap things up?
I don't really have any hot takes. You know, Entei already made me blow up. You know, all the other Wanda streamers and all that stuff. No, I just want to say that if and when my next tournament does get announced for September, which will probably be like a nice big prize pool, and once the stipulation is set, I would love to invite you guys and write you guys down on the list as creators to possibly get involved. I don't know the format. It'll most likely be 6 to 8 teams. If it's you guys to be captains, if it's you guys to be players, you know, I think you guys have made up this experience fun, and I loved all the Wanda conversations, even though captain coach is, you know.
Hey, we'll run some.
You'll prove
We'll
it.
run
You'll
some.
prove
We'll
it
run
to
some.
us. You'll prove it to us. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Hey, if there's anyone who's gonna like work together with you as a teammate, that's me, bro. Like we'll figure some crazy tech out with the Hulk bubble and the ult. Like I'm down. Just hit me up.
That actually sounds fire. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So there's one thing, not really the hot take, but I will never forget the one game where Entei ran my game down. He went like 1 in 10 on cap. And I was like, should I bring this up on the stream? It's kind of petty.
When did this happen? How long ago was this? How long
This was
ago
like
was
4
this?
seasons ago, I think. I don't
4
remember.
seasons ago?
But I was like, yo, he just ran it down on cap.
Entei, what happened, bro?
I don't even remember the
I
game.
don't know.
I don't even remember
You
the
might have
game.
been com banned or something, but it was like 4 seasons ago. And then I was like, should I bring this up? And then I was like, you know, I'll just give him the hands on Tokon instead. That seems just better. Like,
Okay,
it's a better way to get it back.
I just got into a game with Entei like a little while ago, and I was hard calming the whole game. Didn't say shit, and then randomly he's like, wait, is this Mills? And then we're calming, and we win the game easily. Like, in 2 seconds, it was like a flip shit. Like, I feel like you were, like, on your phone, like, playing, and you're like, oh, wait, let's lock in, and then we would just won. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did think Sentry was in my game a couple of days ago. I was just running it down on Angela, and I was like, oh shit, it's Sentry. Let me start trying. And like, it's like,
oh, my man's playing with with Rock Lee ankle weights. He's just.
But my hot takes is, the first thing is no screen shake has to go. That is like, that just needs to go. I feel like no screen shake's really bad for the game. It just creates a situation where half the player base has and half doesn't, and that's really the difference in games. And I just
You're
hate
saying
it.
turn it off?
Characters, no, like it should be bannable if you have like no screen
Oh,
shake, like
okay.
the mod.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
I feel like that should be bannable because it's like you get an unfair advantage and the other person doesn't unless they go and download the mod off of a website that they may not be actually secure about. And then the other hot take I have is that like,
It's very
actually, no, I'm not gonna
controversial.
say
That's
it. I'm
pretty.
not gonna say it.
No.
Never mind,
What's
never
the
mind.
hot take? What's the hot take? Come on. That's what this.
We can always cut it out if you change your mind.
Only 1% of the viewers watch the end of the podcast. That's a lie. But
so dive players are the biggest absolute crybabies in
Oh
the entire
my
community.
God. Wait,
Go,
you're
go,
talking, so you're talking
go,
about Lyte,
go.
is what you're talking about.
Who?
You're talking about Lyte. I know you're talking about Lyte.
Hold on,
I know it.
hold on.
I know it. Just say it, but say his name. Don't.
No,
Do
I
it.
love Lyte.
Do
I
it.
love Lyte. I love Lyte.
Yeah,
I love Lyte. But dive players are the biggest
so you're talking about
crybabies in
Slushy
the
on X.
entire
No, I'm
game.
just kidding. I'm just gonna
Because
send someone out random names.
They will sit there and they will let Kat and Elsa through the ban phase because they want to ban their own characters that counter them. So now you have to sit there and suffer through the entire game because they don't want to let Thing through. They don't want to let all these other anti-dive characters go like Namor. So then when I get past the ban phase and I see Widow open, I see Gambit, I see all these demons open because the dive players need these characters banned. If not, they do air the entire game. And if you don't ban, they're like, oh, I'll throw the game. Nah, I can't. Dive players are the biggest crybabies in the entire game.
You gotta
Because they know they're gonna lose anyway, 'cause they can't aim.
Specifically talk about specific people. I'm just
Name names.
I
Get the
can't say
receipts.
specific
No,
names.
you
I'm
can
not gonna say. I'm
definitely
not gonna
say
blow anyone up here.
specific-
But
no, it's not, but no, it's a weird thing. Like, let's say it's a Spider-Man one trick, right? Like, it's weird because if they don't ban the characters that they need to like play the game, they might just do nothing that game. Like, they might just be fucking handless, and that's I'm gonna bitch about that, but I am also gonna bitch about playing against the demons. So like, there's really, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. I think I really feel just people that are they're unwilling to swap and flex ever.
Mills, we've always had everyone coming on here hating on supports. Nice, we got a support hating on the DPS.
Let's
role
go.
reversal.
We need to bring
flipped
Nexus
it.
back on like more. I need to bring you on with someone like Lyte. It'd
Yeah,
be
we-
hilarious,
no,
actually.
I got a lot of words for Lyte. I got a lot of words for Lyte.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
I
trying to
love
I'm
it.
trying to fan the
I would-
flames right now.
I would say
I
Light's
got a lot of
probably
words for Lyte.
he's probably our most controversial guest. I would say from the comments. Mills, would you say Lyte is?
Yeah, the comments
mix.
were really pissed off at him last time. It was like really pissed off.
I'm not watching the video.
Yeah, no, that they literally said that. They said, "Oh, I clicked on this video. It was Lyte. I'm clicking off." It was like, holy shit. And it's funny because it's actually
got a
one of
lot
our
of words
most
for him.
viewed. Like in the time frame, it's like
We appreciate your opinions. Keep giving us feedback on who else to bring on the podcast.
yeah,
We are always taking that into consideration.
we are.
No,
Entei, did you
Lyte
have
to finals, bro?
Entei, do you have any hot takes? Anything you wanted to say before we close out?
No, like I had an amazing time. I appreciate you guys for the invite for sure.
Of course,
hell yeah.
of course. You're welcome anytime. Yeah.
It was a fun
Now,
episode.
I know
bro.
creators you want to call out specifically. No.
Creators, I can say
Alright,
fuck
this is-
anybody. I can say fuck anybody.
Is that what you want?
Anybody I want.
Hey, as long as I don't
yeah.
touch him, I can say whatever I want.
Oh, for real. All right, perfect. Fuck Lucky Zeal.
Oh shit!
Bitch ass niggas. Biggest
See,
manipulator in the
I-
fucking community. Fuck Lucky Zeal. All right, anyways.
Oh
my God.
I just thought there was just a video of him
Guys,
about flats, right? It was.
Yeah, he beefing with Flyquest now. He's doing the same thing to Flyquest that he did to me, where he's trying to manipulate the entire
It felt
situation.
like the video was taken a little out of context.
It was taken out of context. That's all that nigga
Might be
does.
good.
He just knows how to start beef, and that's how he stays relevant. He's a bitch.
Biggest question is when
fuck
are we gonna
Lucky
run
Zeal.
some games?
Damn, bro. Damn.
Who's on?
I've had good interactions with Lucky Zeal, but I
He's
know
a
I understand a lot of
fake.
people.
He's a fake.
Yeah.
That nigga's a genuine manipulator, bro. If you think you've had a nice reaction with him, don't think that. He's a snake. I promise you that. That nigga's time will come. That nigga's time will come. I don't even have to do anything. He gonna fuck his own life up. I promise you that. Fuck Lucky Zeal.
What you mean you don't even gotta do anything?
I don't gotta do anything. I have.
What that mean?
Bro, you.
So you're saying he's gonna swing
No,
off
no,
the
watch
map,
this, watch
IRL?
this. No, watch this, right? I have so many screenshots on that nigga. That nigga thinks everybody in the community messes with him. They don't. Not a singular soul fucks with that nigga. And I have the screenshots to prove it. A majority of people do not fuck with Lucky, even though they say they do. And I also have some dirt on that nigga. But I'm just gonna wait for him to fuck his own shit up. This nigga lied on stream saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure NetEase sends you a subpoena and get your channel taken down." I still have yet to receive a subpoena, you bitch ass nigga. Not a singular thing. You're a liar. So, anyways, like I said,
So our
that
next
nigga go-
guest, Lucky Zeal. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
yeah, bring him
Here
on.
on the-
I would watch that episode for sure.
The clear drama podcast.
If you can deal with Lucky for 3 hours, I would most definitely watch that podcast.
I've never interacted with him at all, so I don't know what.
I thought he was pretty entertaining. I thought he was a cool guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I do it with him once, and it was a good time. He was super chill. Like,
I
he's
do
funny.
I do generally hate Spider-Man players like before I even know them. So like
Yeah.
My expectations of you are already really low.
Yeah.
I'm not.
All right.
All right. Anyways. All right.
Yeah. Let's just stop here.
Hey, you said I could say fuck anybody.
Yeah. No. 100%.
yeah.
That's what. All right.
A lot of firsts for this episode.
Oh. Yeah, I would let Captain Coach say who he wants to roast, but there's like probably like a.
I got no
massive
beef
list.
with anybody.
Yeah,
Coach.
no beef.
I want to hear.
No beef with anybody.
I'm not like that.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
No, none of this peace art stuff.
The only player that I even remember is
Well, I
Golden
could get
Freddy. That motherfucker throws every game he's in.
Hold
But that's another Spider-Man player. I got a problem with Spider-Man.
Mills, you know, I recently took someone off my shit list, right?
Oh.
Like that's first time. It's canon event. It's never happened before,
That's
bro.
crazy, actually.
Yeah. So
Who got off?
a guy named the Chef. I've gotten him in my games enough, and he was like always just like super chill, good teammate. So I ended up taking him off, and we had chat.
Am I on the shit list? I'm curious.
I don't know. I don't think so. No, right here.
Just your 3 ults. No, I'm
yeah,
just
you're
kidding.
probably-
I'm not gonna lie. Somebody
shouldn't show that for too long.
Somebody leaked what I said to Quibbles. Now he's pissed. Who did it?
Oh no! Wait, we're live. Who's live?
Uh,
Well, speaking of which, we do need to do shout outs.
Yeah. So Nexus, people want to see some high quality Loki gameplay where you're only half trolling. Where can they find you?
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel. Right now it's at 15K subs. I primarily just drop Loki content. I do a lot of entertaining editing. Like, I'm not, like, just dropping VODs or anything. Like, I get the recording. I work on it. I just really, really work hard. And I want to make, like, something unique with my content. Because a lot of these rival players, you know, they'll just upload the VOD and then call it a day and move on. And, like, you know, sometimes it's just, like, pretty high quality content. I try to make it as funny as possible. I also stream on Twitch. It's just Nexus, like the name you guys see on the title here, and then you just put MR at the end, and you'll find me through Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, that's me.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
And we do got to run some duos at some point. I know we talked about it, but it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Everybody asking the healer
Might get
player
like
for
a
duos,
10%.
bro.
Yeah, 10%.
Yeah, we might get 10% win rate, but you know,
Nah,
I'm down to run
hey.
duels with everyone here. You know,
Type shit.
Let's get it.
Mehtric, let's run that Loki Iron Man, bro.
Oh,
It's
my
gonna be
God.
painful, but I'm down, bro.
All right,
I'm
Mehtric,
down.
where can people come and support you? They
Yeah, I
want to see some
make
sick Iron Man gameplay.
I make YouTube content. If you like listening to chill music and just chill vibes, you know, you can come support me on YouTube. Also, I stream sometimes here and there on Twitch if I'm not lagging that day, and I also make TikToks here and there too. And everything is Mehtric on all platforms. So yeah,
I like your vids, bro. I watch them probably like at least once a week.
appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do too.
They're super chill.
Thank y'all.
Steven, people like you. People want to see the rank 1 Wanda. Where can people support you?
if people want to see the rank 1 Wanda, just go to iamSt3ven on all platforms. I'll be streaming live in about 3 hours from now to try to hit. You know, I'm already #1 on one website. Just need to do it on the other. You know. So yeah, iamSt3ven on all platforms to replace the E's with a 3, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun being a part of this.
Hell yeah.
Definitely gonna give you a follow. I'm very curious to see that Wanda gameplay. I'm very
Listen,
curious.
no. Go to the YouTube, watch the game where we dropped 72 and 4. That's the game you want to watch.
72 and 4.
Ooh.
72 and 4. It's on my YouTube channel right now.
72
Go
and
watch it.
Bam out of bio? Oh my
Wait,
god.
Nah, that's
what you mean?
Come on, man.
Hello.
That's the one you gotta watch.
Entei, where can people come and support you? They wanna rage bait you or give you their money? Or where can people show up?
You can
Sorry.
find me on TikTok and Twitch. I will be posting more YouTube videos soon. It's the same handle on all platforms, Entei X Blaze.
Nice. I really like
yeah.
your content, man. I really like watching your TikToks. It's probably the only
Appreciate you,
Rivals
man.
creator I watch all your content. Thank you guys so much for coming by, and make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment down below which hot take you agreed with the most. Definitely check out all these guys' socials. We'll be in the links down below. Make sure to give them love and support. Thank you so much for coming by. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time. Peace.